cartoon bars and fucking wrestling, I'd go crazy.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to eating my candy.
Yeah, you're a little excited there.
Got a little excited.
Well, I'm going to thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Hoecially Awkward. If this is your first time joining us, I would like to properly introduce myself. I'm your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi Sub 100, or the former Cameron Walker.
AKA, she's got to have it.
Y'all wasn't nasty enough.
I really don't even know if I'm the former yet. We'll see. Gotta look at her like John Cena
most
did.
people's favorite porn stars of the time.
No, I would like to introduce my co-host for the evening. We have
I gotta introduce myself.
Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Juan.
You ain't gonna like how I do it.
No, what are you talking about?
No, because you like, are we back in Heartbreak 1 season? Like, what we doing? What we doing?
It's all red. I have on red today.
I'm just saying.
It's a thing. It flows.
You couldn't like turn it inside out.
That would be stupid.
I mean, it's more red than that, ain't it? I don't know. Sweetest Day is coming up. I don't know. You might be back on your heartbreak shit.
And I got the day off too.
And speaking of Sweetest Day, make sure you shop lasciviousvibes.com for all of your Sweetest Day needs. Tony, you want to pop that link in the comments for our viewers? Because I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to spell lascivious. It's okay.
Shit, I barely can spell it. I ain't gonna lie to you like that. The fuck.
And of course, we got our producer, Mr. Tone Deaf. He is the man behind the magic on the screen. All of the beautiful graphics, our intro. He get us together.
I can't. I just be in a rush.
And of course, we are joined by the lovely
melanated
Caitlin Marie Taylor.
Ooh.
So
go ahead. I like what I was going.
You weren't ready for the radio voice.
Oh, you live on conversation?
No, we here now, baby.
I have this weird thing where, like,
you
when
sit
I
down in
smile,
this chair,
like,
you approve.
I get pain in my ears.
When you smile?
Yeah.
What the? You a weirdo.
Like when I smile, it's like it hurts here, like at the top of my ears and like my forehead.
You want a Tootsie Roll?
Ooh. You know I'm black, so I gotta go for red or pink.
Damn, Mimi, you actually out of stock of the rose? That's wild.
The pink.
Ain't no crying in the pink.
Definitely thank you guys for tuning in this week.
You out of stock of the 3-way too?
Damn. Tony, is you shopping?
Maybe.
Hey, look.
Hey, you know what? My dog been doing some real inconspicuous shit lately.
Living his best
Ain't
life.
nothing wrong with it. Hey. Shout out to Britt, London, and Sierra in the comments.
Hey, you
before we get started,
weed style ones?
Before we get started, you know, we want to take a brief moment of silence to a member of the Sherman Phoenix family who passed away tragically while we were off the air. So rest in peace to Dre. But other than, you know, that, what has everybody's weekend been like? Me, Kayla, and our other Brit, not Brit in the comments, we actually had a friend date for some much needed soup dumplings. Like, I inhaled mine. That made me feel fat.
Fire.
It was good.
I
finished mine before the night was over.
I ate mine before we left the
I ate
restaurant.
the rest of my ramen this morning.
Wait a minute.
Quay.
Why is that in the comments?
Way.
What?
Okay.
I know that's right. London says she just used her 3-way.
That's a lot of information.
Wait,
It's
Mimi,
promo.
you gonna start
Let 'em
selling?
know.
You gonna start selling morning after pills? That's what's up.
Yep, I will, and I'll be delivering them. So,
thank you in advance.
No, look,
That's what's gonna sell.
no rush, Britt. As long as the delay is because of you and not me, take your time. Take your time.
You might as well bring that shit to Friendsgiving.
I was just gonna say that.
Bringing the sex toy to the Friendsgiving.
Well,
You gotta know what's in there.
you know how I wrap shit up, so it ain't like people gonna be in their business.
You bring it in the casserole dish. That's the only way you can deliver a dick to Friendsgiving is in a
And she
casserole
bring
dish.
her dish in the DoorDash bag.
Absolutely.
Or grab
Hey,
her
this
bag
3-in-1
and
play
decide-
pad is
Yeah,
wild.
so like when I show up to any kind of like potluck thing or like where I have to bring a dish, yes, I'm going to bring shit in my Grubhub bag. I want my shit fresh. I don't want people tasting my shit like, ugh, who made this? Because it ain't got room temp and it's nasty. I need y'all to have my shit fresh and bubbly when the cheese is hot.
Man, the 3-in-1 play pad is wild, and the fact that it's almost gone is even wilder.
Yeah, I got a couple of things that are coming,
And that's a new
like
arrival.
the creature cocks. Like the creature cocks, those will be special order only. I will not carry those on hand, just due to the fact that I know that those are an acquired taste, and I don't want to have a bunch of those in inventory.
Why do I gotta relax? Fuck out of it.
You gifted 2 folks a Toys R Us. This is wild.
Maybe they had to win the game to win.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
What's a creature cock? Pause.
A creature cock is a dildo.
No, Tom, don't pull it up.
Oh, we looking.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
hear
pull
that.
it up. Pull it up.
Wait.
It might be in the coming soon. See, this isn't if it's in the coming soon. I don't know if I added it yet.
Nope, it's only the contraceptives in the coming soon.
No pun
Yeah.
intended.
He's got a face on it.
No,
Oh,
but
but
that fleshlight
No.
had tongue hanging out the side of the mouth. That was wild. That was a wild toy.
No, but
You can get your tank with the tongue.
creature cocks are dildos that are shaped like
Beetlejuice.
no. You can have them like they're shaped like tentacles. Like it might be something like it looked like an octopus.
So for the holiday,
It might be like an alien type of thing. Like there are different types
you
of.
selling the face suckers?
Absolutely not, because I'm not touching them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck who buy it. No.
You said like aliens.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, like aliens, not the franchise aliens. I mean, like it's just like I said, it's shaped like different tentacles and all kinds. I know what you're saying, but
that's in aliens. Do you got some shit like that?
No.
People?
No.
You don't got nothing that I can strap on and hit all senses.
Look.
You sell the tail anal plug?
Yo, imagine being able to give yourself.
I've been selling those, and the ones that I had them at the last couple
You
pop-up
have
shops.
the 420 doobie butt plug. That is wild.
I had a whole 420 collection.
But I know some people that may want that.
Yeah. Be smoking ice.
Yeah, 420 rabbit vibrators, 420 butt plugs. The 420 butt plugs actually comes in a set of 3.
Yeah, I seen that. You got a few of them.
Yeah,
the 3-heart aluminum plug set.
If they would invent a toy, they probably got this to where you could give yourself like the hand job and hit your butthole at the same time.
It's out there, one.
Yeah,
that's cold.
Yeah, see,
that's wild.
Mimi sell the lace hoodie. So for those who don't want to,
and there's like there are so many different kinds. You know what I'm saying? It's like reptile penis and like.
Talk, I'm mad that you sell the.
No, like
that looks.
Imagine
space alien dildo.
Imagine the stud dropper
tentacles. See, this is the one I'm talking about, like kind of like an octopus tentacle kind of thing.
How would you feel if a stud dropped her ethicas and that's what she pulled out?
I actually just added a stud on Facebook. I was like, damn, she's kind of crispy around this motherfucker. Confirm.
I mean, all you gotta do is go on Twitter. They be out there hanging out. Not Twitter, TikTok. They be hanging out over there.
Mm-hmm. And there's a dude named Izzy Dre always trying to fuck him.
Yeah, I've seen.
His videos be dead.
Yeah, I've definitely seen those videos. Well, I usually don't jump like right into the heavy topics like right away, but I realized that I am probably the only person who doesn't work until the afternoon. Everybody else has to work in the morning, and I don't want to have Kayla out too late. But I wanted. Oh, you know what? Damn it, Tone. I didn't even send you these because I was trying to put them together in a
Tastefully packaged.
No, I was trying to put them together in a like a side by side, but the pictures the way they are, they're too wide. So I'm about to send these to you now. And obviously, to put the stat pick up first, and then we'll put the comment up after.
Wait, what? It was a tasteful package.
Dang.
That is nasty work, Juan.
I didn't say it. You did.
You sit on the other side.
Well,
from
in the
me.
meantime, you want to tell everybody what you brought in that you just snacking on?
Yes, I made TikTok spaghetti. Well, TikTok pasta with the Alfredo and the meat sauce.
TikTok
I
pasta.
did
You
not
mix
have
them
enough
both?
food to share because
So you-
I have discovered that I cook too much. It's only two of us, and we throw away so much food. And so I've been more intentional
That's cool. You come
about
hang-
shopping.
You come hang out here every Sunday. That's the
Right.
thing.
I've been more intentional
Cook it
about
like that.
buying
Like,
less.
I can give you the
and
key to the
making
studio
less.
so you can just leave it in the fridge.
Because it's really been ridiculous. Like even Dylan was like, "Mom, this is it's too much now."
I am a boy.
Yeah.
I do not eat that much.
And
I've
it's
been chilling
sucks
out.
because my household is a complete opposite. I literally make recipes double and triple,
Yeah,
and it doesn't last. And then can you make that again? So then I end up making shit back to back
Yeah.
because I have to
Going
remake
back
it
to back.
again because they ate it all, even though I fucking doubled and tripled the recipe. So
yeah, no, it just be too much. Yeah, mm-mm.
I,
I
I
pay cash for food.
I wish I had that problem.
I pay cash. And Dylan don't really like left like this. He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat this, but he don't really eat leftovers. So it's like I'll cook one day, and then the next day he'll come and he'll be like, "Oh, I don't want it." And then it's like it's just me eating it, and I'm not really eating a whole bunch. So it's been so much.
I wish I had them kind of freedoms of choices when I was his age.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Hey, yo, mom. This lasagna from yesterday, we not fucking with it today.
All right.
Well, starve, motherfucker.
Go eat your dreams, nigga.
right.
Go
I
eat your
mean,
fucking
I'm not
dream.
making any.
Eat some peace
if
and
you-
quiet, nigga.
Right. No, if you choose not to eat, he be on his own. I'm not cooking no extra meal.
Like, nigga, what?
Uh-uh.
You better go. You hungry? Eat it.
I'm not one of them moms that's gonna make a million. I'm not. I'm cooking maybe about 3-4 days a week. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm a hot breakfast mom now too.
3,
So I'm
4
definitely
days.
not.
Damn, man.
Yeah, Sundays, Tuesdays. Actually, no, 3 days. Sundays,
Wait,
Tuesdays,
Tom,
and Thursdays.
Was that a woman?
Yeah.
And
No.
then we go.
That was
we'll probably
Sydney
do
Star.
takeout on the weekend.
That was Sydney Star.
No, it wasn't. Hey, that was wild. He
You
was
was,
like,
you was a little excited.
Now that'll come back up because that's part of.
But yeah,
one of
you
our
can make this
topics
at
tonight.
home. It's the pasta with the Alfredo sauce and the red
Meat
sauce.
sauce.
You ready, Mimi?
never had TikTok spaghetti?
See, and I ain't gonna end up making that because
'Cause you
I
mix
don't
the
like
pasta with
other.
Alfredo,
Yeah, that shit
and then you
fire.
put the red meat sauce on top, and then you put the cheese
See,
on
that
top.
sounds like you gotta use jar Alfredo, and I don't
I
like that.
definitely made it from scratch, and it only takes. Well,
It's
you know how
it's still
quick
the same.
Yes, I don't use jar Alfredo.
Yeah, I hate it.
I mean, people. I get
Y'all
why people
shame
do
Tommy
but
for using it.
To me, it don't take long to make Alfredo from scratch. It literally didn't.
It
take
don't.
me
It just
time.
jar Alfredo. It always has an aftertaste to me, no matter what
Yeah,
the brand,
I know
and I like
exactly
it.
what you're talking about. Girl, no. And I added some boars and cheese.
Juan, are you
And
coming
boys
to
and cheese.
Friendsgiving? He said he put it on the calendar so that they don't forget because he missed it last time.
That was his
So
fault.
we'll see.
We were there.
Absolutely. And I had a goddamn ball.
Had a great goddamn time.
Hey, you need to let me know if Giggle Juice is gonna be in the building.
She put it in the group requesting her to bring it.
I didn't see it. So this is the reason why I really, really, really wanted Kayla on the show today. This specific topic. So I want to run through this one first. We know that social media gives people, a platform to voice the most idiotic opinions on shit. And it's very unfortunate because the fact that you were posting on the internet means that you have access to the internet. So if you have access to the internet, you have access to the knowledge that is available on the fucking internet. But instead of accessing this knowledge that is readily available, you just go and be like, you know what? I'm a post and be an idiot.
I refuse.
Definitely said fuck it.
That
So
the person who reposted that is not a woman. That is a man behind that page.
no,
It's for real. Or
no.
you just being funny?
I'm
no,
being funny.
the person who I screenshotted her caption That's actually my Facebook friend. She does hair.
Oh
So
my
that's an actual woman.
Oh.
So we're gonna get to that in a minute.
I tried
But
to save her.
the original post, because again, not everybody is watching live. It says heavy periods means dirty and low pH balance. And the quote, the person who shared it and quoted it said, "Yeah, shout out God because mine's be 2 to 3 days max and rarely heavy," with the little smiley heart face. Now let's go on to the comments.
Okay, because that's what I was about to go look for.
So,
I hope it wasn't that dude here.
no, but it might as well been because the chicks is just as ignorant.
That's cool.
No, it's not. It's worse.
Hey,
It's
that's
worse.
Perfectly fine. Let you hoes be stupid amongst yourselves. I don't want no niggas here.
Yeah,
this topic.
that.
No
But-
niggas should be.
No
here.
nigga should be
But
there.
when you see women doing this is why men think it's okay.
You got a point there.
Because they see shit and be like, "Oh, well, that's a bitch, so she should know what it is."
That is
And then
true.
they go off of that because they think, "Oh, well, if a woman's saying it, no, they just as
You
dumb."
gotta- At that point, you can't.
This comment
You
is
can't.
very
You gotta
true.
cite your sources. Now you can't take your information from
Can you
everybody.
say cite your
Especially the second
sources?
half.
No, okay, so scroll a little
Is
bit.
that what they
Yeah, the
tell you
second
in
half of
college?
that
Yeah, so
comment
it
is
said, so someone commented and they said it. Wait, no, you got to scroll up. So somebody commented and said this is so inaccurate and laughed. And the person who quoted it said it's not though. Google it. So now you can scroll so we can read that
But
full
you didn't
comment.
Google before you.
Thank you. So that person then said your period is caused because your uterus lining is shedding. If you have a thicker uterus lining, it's going to take a minute to break down. Some women have PCOS. There's times when I was eating pure nasty food and at my unhealthiest and only bled for 2 days. I've been at my healthiest and have bled for 7. So scroll down. So she says, "Yeah, I know what it is or what it's for. I'm a woman. I go through it every month like most women do. So you should know better." It's the fact that a period after a yeast infection or STD or BV or anything that can change your pH, like your diet or hydration, can cause a more painful and heavier period. And sometimes I bleed longer, rarely though, since giving birth. PCOS is a medical disorder that can cause multiple problems with your period, but that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Women with PCOS don't maintain regular vaginal health to begin with. Miss Kayla Taylor, would you like to give us a quick little rundown on PCOS, please?
Didn't you do a whole episode about
She
that?
did, and that's why I wanted her
Let me
here.
go ahead and find the YouTube link for
I
that.
am in shock right now.
That's why I needed her here.
And it was a
so
very
for people that
informative
don't
episode.
know,
I was here for
PCOS stands for polycystic ovary syndrome. So it's basically when your ovary have cysts on them, right? One or multiple. So you can go through several different things, not just, it's more than just your cycle. It can be insulin resistance. It could be, case in point, cystic acne, a bunch of different things. That your
Excessive
body
hair
goes through.
growth.
Oh yes, hair growth. Yes. So I never know how to say it, but Hirutism. So you'll see a lot of women with PCOS, like they actually have like mustache, like beards. They have like issues, right? And so it's a pain to live with.
Thought you was just saying you got a little extra
does it
nappy
mean
on the
that you don't
dugout,
take
but
care of your vaginal health?
that's why niggas. That's
Definitely
why niggas
doesn't.
shouldn't be here.
Definitely does not mean that. Now, for me personally, what I would say is the opposite of what she said. At my unhealthiest, eating horrible food, my cycle was like 3 days, no issue. I done dropped 30 pounds, eating healthier than I ever have. Don't mind this. This is hella vitamins, hella supplements, so many meds and different things that I have to take for the PCOS to assist. And she'll tell you, I will bleed 7 days, heavy as hell, like beyond. Like full disclosure, for the month of September, because I am as healthy as I am now, my body fought against me. And because I was exercising, because I was stressed out, because I've lost so much weight, it stopped my cycle for the first time ever. So I went 2 weeks without a cycle. And then all of a sudden it showed up. She'll tell you the whole time we were in Vegas, full blown heavy ass cycle.
Every time
Did
I
it
turn
have
around, her
any-
arm was between her butt cheeks.
What?
What was it, Justin?
The fact that it was literally every time I turned around.
Listen, full disclosure, I be needing big mamas. My shit got to go from my belly button to hey, I be needing. She was just happened to be looking at the wrong time.
Every time.
At
Look,
least I wore cute panties though.
I don't even go through that. I'm in love with the period pamper joints now.
Yeah, those two.
All,
But
all
we was in Vegas. I can't be
like a couple months ago, like you look back, like me and the girls, like if you would always know, because you just see like a
Just
black
like this
pamper
one.
walking past in the hallway.
But no, like it's extremely stressful, and this is again being at my healthiest.
Because
Has nothing
again,
to not do with taking care of like your vaginal health. When you have PCOS or even a woman in general, your body is going to do what it's going to do, and a lot of times you don't have control over that shit. You don't have control over it. So imagine me being somebody with PCOS, and for the majority of the month of September, when my cycle did come, I was pretty much bleeding heavily every single day for more than 7 days. So that I think that's just insensitive. Like that don't. I feel like if anything, when you have PCOS, you are more tuned in with your vaginal health because there's so much going on with your reproductive system. So you're more tuned in to it. Like I don't.
that's right. Casey said, "Shout
I
out
don't
to the
get that.
period pampers."
Yeah.
So
I
and
do period panties. They work too. but-
see, and that's another thing, and it's like we have so many women who are willing to be idiotic because
Don't you got daughters?
right.
I was gonna say because my baby girl,
You got
my
daughters and you
oldest
was
got
living
period
with me
pampers
when I
at the
was
house.
bleeding. We used to put
If
a
you
towel
got- if you
down.
got
So don't act brand new,
If
nigga.
you
We used to
got
put a
woman,
towel down.
Do you have a woman? I mean, hey.
Skirt. Stop.
Trust me.
Let.
Do you
I done
have a
put some
lady
ketchup
friend?
on that hot dog, nigga.
Yo, you're
Hey,
disgusting.
hey,
I'm
hey.
just saying, don't get on here acting brand
Do
new.
you have a lady friend? Like
I'm talking about yeah, but it wasn't
It's
you
a
when you
natural
was
part
it
of
wasn't
life.
you when you was stirring the spaghetti pot.
What are we talking?
men need to you
So
know.
So Ken out here having nickel sex.
about?
Jesus.
Double nickels.
She
Crown
better than me.
rollback.
'Cause that's
Jesus
the one time,
Devontae
don't
Christ.
come nowhere near me.
That wasn't
This is
different,
what
nigga.
it is.
Nigga,
That is not different. It's literally the same, but no, that was very number one. That was insensitive, and
Ken
I
or
wouldn't play
or
like
her?
that because she's talking about 2-3 days. The way karma gonna come around, watch.
But and that's the thing, you know that
Yeah,
my
alright.
periods are very short and I'm a very light bleeder.
Mhm.
Even I'm saying that that's fucking stupid.
Penny sex.
I've never bled like that. Like that's not how my
Everybody's
body work.
is-
Like
everybody's body is really is different.
yes, stirring a
And
spaghetti
it's like
pot.
the heavy cycle. It's like
I
it's
hate
bad
y'all.
enough for somebody to be like, "You're dirty. Your pH balance is low.
That's why he
you-
still
I'm
love
finna
me.
go
I
take
put
a
that
phone
blood
call
magic
in a
on him.
minute.
You don't take care of yourself. You don't, girl. Please, we don't have those issues over here. Big Mama is just fine.
No, but
Drop a gem for that.
no, but it's just funny to me because you have so many women who are so thirsty to sound better than other women
And it's ignorant because we all
at
supposed
the
to be in
risk
this
of being
together.
just being
ignorant.
so
That's
fucking ignorant.
We go through enough in our body.
And it's like I expect, like Juan said, man, I hope we ain't in the comments, but it's like
Nope,
I
we
expect
there.
men to be ignorant about
Full
stuff like
force.
that because it's not your reproductive organs. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see y'all just sitting here after 9th grade health class. I'm like, you know what? Let me read up on the pussy a little bit, see what's going on in
yeah.
there. You know, like I
That's
don't
wild.
expect
We
y'all to
probably
do that.
Right, we should.
No, but
Yeah.
honestly,
But we
I do
don't.
think that it really would be helpful if men like I get the like stay out of women's business. We don't need to be a part of the conversation, but
But they
think
do. They
that
have
it's
daughters and
important.
shit. Y'all still need to know.
Yeah, it's true.
You got 2
I
of 'em,
honestly
bro.
think So
I study.
yeah,
I talk to y'all.
and
And
I mean, I have a son.
I don't know if it's
I
good
have to
advice
go
coming
super
from
in
y'all,
detail
but
with him, but I talk
I
to him
ask
about
y'all.
certain things like, hey, this is a period. This is this time of month. If I'm doing this or if I need that.
Well,
this is
you
what's
and
going on.
you and Deals anyway, because he'd come put it right in your face like, "Hey, mom, what's this?"
That's crazy.
That's nasty work though.
The joys of being a mom.
man, sometimes you need
But and I
somebody to
also
check
think
it
that
out.
is irresponsible because a lot of people don't realize, even the person that posted that, there's a lot of women that have PCOS and it's undiagnosed. We're just now getting to a point where we're starting to hear more women be diagnosed and open up and talk about it.
That's what a
They're
lot of
talking
stuff
about
right
it.
now does.
But her going on there and saying that, I also feel like it's irresponsible. Like it, you. She's
Is
talking
this-
about Google it to the person. You
It's
didn't
just one of
Google
the
before you
moments
wrote
where I should
this.
say, whoop
Right,
her
and
ass.
then you're like, I share stuff for my opinion, and I ain't here to argue with you.
Which,
Just
okay.
get it right.
But you
You
is.
can't get mad because you
Go
saying
ahead.
stuff that's incorrect.
But no, don't. Her and the person because she shared that post. So her
Right.
and the person that originally wrote it.
I was talking about the one who shared it.
Low-key
that was my
vaginal, you
Facebook
don't
friend.
Take care of your vaginal. What?
Yeah,
So,
and
so is your so is the original post that person's stupid, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
just stupid.
And then the person who shared it is also an ass clown too, right?
yes.
And then the people that were in the comments are also a bunch of jackasses.
No.
because the people
The
in the
com-
comments
not
seemed
everybody?
like they were
No, not
trying to-
everybody.
Getting
No.
on her.
It actually seemed like I don't even think I may have seen one person agree, but everybody else was like, nah, that's some bullshit. Like,
okay, just making sure. Okay.
yeah.
So
And then you making this assumption that people don't take care of their vaginal health. Like, so you be
You be
in and out of coochies all day. Like, how do you
Maybe.
like you?
I don't know.
Well,
her-
this is-
Like, why
I
are we
don't know
making
her
this is
these
field-
another thing.
assumptions
But
I don't know her
but this
field
is
of
another
profession.
thing, and it's like I've talked about this on the show multiple times, like how females will talk shit about like things like BV. BV is not a sexually transmitted disease. Now, is there something where if your spouse is messing with multiple people and coming and mixing up shit, then yes, it can contribute to it. But you don't even have to be having sex in order to get BV as a woman.
So don't.
I wasn't even sexually active at the time. Like if you so much as I wake up in the morning and I fucking turn the wrong way, my body might be like, you know what? I don't like that today.
What?
You
Let's
can
go
use
get
a-
us some metrodonazole. Like
you can use the
it's
wrong
shit happens.
soap.
Yeah,
You can
anything.
use
Yeah, I knew the
it.
soap.
Especially because I'm so
Antibiotic
sensitive.
wrong.
And-
Please.
And that's what's funny because a lot of times when it comes to BV, other women who like to make themselves sound better will make it seem like, oh well, if you getting BV, that means that you dirty and you blah 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 blah. When actually, most of the women who are getting BV are getting it because they're cleaning themselves.
Too much.
The products that they're using to clean themselves, whether they're douching, they're using the wrong kind of soap or any of that kind of stuff, that will throw them off, and all of a sudden you have BV.
And you can't just go to the store and just be. You can't wash Big Mama with anything. You got to make sure
Big her.
everybody's body is different.
What's up, bro?
You can experiment.
Now that's
with
a
few
filthy
things,
nigga. We
but
know he
that's-
done ran some red
that's
lights.
One thing I ain't gonna experiment.
That
with.
was
We
such an
gonna-
unnecessary dagger. he came in all nice and calm and
Yeah.
professional, and you just
He
threw
was
a
gonna
knife
say
at
something
him.
smart
I
eventually.
was-
That's who he is. But at that moment in time, he was on his best.
It wasn't even a dagger. It was honest.
Maybe you don't want everybody to know that's what he's doing. This.
I'm pretty sure he said it. That he admits to his filthiness.
Yeah, we was having a conversation in the group that I don't never want to have ever. again.
But yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't know. I just feel like when women do stuff like that, and it's like women focus, like, why, girl? We supposed to be.
I don't-
speaking
it just-
together.
we all be out here looking stupid.
It bothers me because like as a woman to be out here spreading misinformation like that, why don't you know about our bodies better? You got the same shit we got and you don't even know how it works.
And you
This
also never
This
know-
is why we got deadbeats like Brian McKnight who thought that they could make a song to say, let me show you how your pussy works. Because there's enough bitches that clearly don't know how they
So,
pussy
like,
work.
apparently someone came to him that didn't know how her pussy worked.
Why are you mad at Brian McKnight?
Because he's
We were supposed to play that video from him last week. So now that you asked me that, you still got that?
I mean, okay, so what? He's a deadbeat.
No,
No,
ain't
he-
no.
he said so
It's
what?
more than him being a deadbeat.
He trying to be right by these new kids.
he said I made a mistake. Back
Right,
then.
I'm my bad. I fucked up. Y'all good though? I guess I don't really know. I don't really care no more. Y'all are grown ass kids,
Bro, you don't get
Whatever
to get
trauma
an
you got,
eraser.
get over.
You don't get to there's no eraser where you can just do like this to
Dog,
your kids
Listen,
and
Man,
redraw
that
new
took
ones,
way
bro.
out of some shit.
I'm just explaining what he's doing to these people. He just, hey, whatever, however you feel
And
about
in
me,
this Bay That's Not Bay had no idea about
Get
Brian.
over
I
it.
had to bring him up to speed about Brian
oh, he
McKnight.
didn't know Brian
He didn't
McKnight
know
was a
none of
piece
that.
shit?
He was and this was before the whole podcast thing. So I had to tell like, no, this nigga went, had a new baby, and was like, no, I don't want the old Brian Jr. So I'm finna go change my name so I can make a new brand. He was like, you fucking lying. So I had to bring him up to speed. He was like, I had no idea that he was a fuck nigga like this.
It's
So bad.
Do I ever
the
cross
fucking
your
made
mind
a second unit.
anytime?
He really said back.
Oh
I
my
thought-
God. He had
really
a
said
video,
back at
Britt.
one.
Yeah, he definitely went back to one.
I am, oh my God.
He said start. He really said
The
start-
door lock broke. We can't open it. We trapped in here.
He said start back at one, and he really did.
I don't know why you asked the fat nigga in the room that's not getting up. You know I'm not. Like you've been. Here's the crazy part. Like anybody who sat in this room with me know that to a point when I sit down, I'm not getting up.
Hey,
You had to a couple
Tone-
times.
Tone sent Kayla to let us in because he didn't get up either.
But he was the one. He was over there working, trying to get stuff set up. So I didn't mind.
I now see,
At least
because
he's
I knew
being
about it on
productive.
Twitter.
Oh wait, he really had to do. I'm not getting up. So,
I don't open the door for strangers. I'm sorry.
damn.
Open the door.
Stranger danger.
Nigga, that is not the way to get me to come. And we also ain't nobody finna walk all the way upstairs to open up. No, God, you better send somebody a picture, proof of life.
Yeah, is you here yet?
Because baby, if I walk up them stairs and it ain't a nigga at the door,
Proof of life is crazy.
you better take a picture and send it to one of them
He might
and
not
show them
have
that you at the door.
No, because I having the motherfucker be like, come open the door and they'll be at the door yet.
Yeah,
And
they
they
don't
got
be
sent
at
up
the-
there.
No, I hate that. Okay, send somebody a picture and then I'll think about it. Yes, it's freezing, so you best hurry up and send that picture. Because I ain't walking up no steps. I know you have to do that shit once.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Man.
It wasn't my fault. I didn't know
No,
that
but
Juan
Tone
wasn't here
He
yet.
was really working. Like he was getting all your stuff set up, so I didn't mind.
You got it, bro?
You send a picture?
You
It's
send
free.
me-
It's cold out there, bro. Ain't nobody get no text? All right.
I got from Britain from
I'm
Brit.
at the door.
I get that
Send
from
a
Brit.
picture that you at the door and somebody will come and open it. I'm not walking upstairs. If I walk up the stairs and it ain't a nigga at the door,
Kayla is really standing on business.
I'm dead ass. I'm tired.
She like, bro, I didn't went up there once.
Look,
It's
I ain't
re-rotating.
been doing my steps. Send it to your people. Send it to somebody. Hurry up, because it's cold outside. I know you cold. Tone had me waiting.
I mean, you know what?
She paying it forward because she had to wait.
It's crazy because he could have.
All right, you getting ripped. You was gonna do that anyway. I mean,
He could have easily just FaceTime somebody.
I know FaceTime
just
somebody.
to prove he
Just
was outside, but he didn't. So
not finna have me looking crazy.
I'm not gonna tell people how to be smart. He just want to sit in the comments and keep talking. If
I mean, you could have been sent
And
the
it's
picture
fucking cold.
already.
And the motherfucker told
He
you.
must not be that cold.
Motherfucker
Then.
told you the stipulation on how you could get in, and he just chooses
I
to
mean,
sit
ain't
in
sent the
comments.
message. Ain't
He's a crazy
because
person.
I'm gonna go upstairs. He can be like, you took your ass upstairs. Why you
Oh,
do
yeah,
that?"
he had to know.
Oh, okay.
Like motherfuckers, crazy people in real time.
Ain't no, because I hate that motherfucker. Like, come open the door. And then I got to sit at the fucking door and wait for you to go to the car.
Right, like come over the door.
She already on the way up. I told her you sent it. Then I'm sitting here and then got to hurry up and run down the fucking stairs and hope I don't trip over my motherfucking feet and shit trying to get back to the show. Nah, but Brian McKnight is really, really fucking terrible. So for you to sit here and know that you were a deadbeat, right?
Absolutely.
And then you're like, all right, so now I have new children.
Right.
I am about to go and do a segment. You know, I didn't even check and see because Friday just passed. If he kept it going,
Wait, where do he got a segment?
I don't know if it was on TikTok or not. Tony, you still ain't got it?
Nah.
Like, what do he be saying?
Oh,
Is he giving,
Britt
like-
just inboxed me.
Oh, she sent it to you. Okay.
Well,
Is he
I don't know if
giving,
she sent. I don't know what she
fatherly
sent.
advice?
Who, Brian McKnight? Oh,
No,
Father
that must have been
Friday or
a
something?
how your pussy work video. It might be that.
Well, from her, it might be that.
He had a blazer on and everything.
But what is he talking? Is he giving
Yeah.
advice?
I think he is.
Fatherhood Fridays. Well,
Yeah,
initial
I've
fi-
seen that. Fatherhood Fridays. Why?
the initial Fatherhood Friday was he was talking shit to Ricky Smiling.
You're like a badass kid.
That's why I didn't get up and let him in. No, but I could have
Like the child gay, just walk out and start touching shit.
no, but he went and told me he was saying something about Ricky Smiley because I guess Ricky Smiley had commented on him. He was like, "We know Ricky, since you're not man enough."
I should have left you outside. He didn't even say thank you.
It's stuck on the curtain.
No, it's not. It don't really come this way. The chair don't want to come over here.
Because the nigga
Okay.
is the evil spirit. That's the boogeyman.
Yeah, but to be a deadbeat and you really go in this mother talking about Fatherhood Fridays.
That's because he.
That's what.
That's because he losing money and he's trying to recoup.
Oh yeah, because he had that concert coming up, and they was like,
because people was in the comments like, hell no, and
it was like, yeah,
he not making no money no more.
Oh, you want Starburst?
Those are the ones you was talking about on Facebook.
No, them some sour ones. I just had some regular pink ones on Facebook.
Oh, I thought they were in the separate.
Nah, it comes.
All right. So moving on to the next segment. No. Remember back in the day when he used to come and he used to have like fruit and shit? He used to be useful. Remember them days? Remember them days? I know you smell like it.
Okay. I thought we fired him like a long time ago.
So,
what's the special occasion? What brings him here? Oh, okay. I didn't know. As you were saying,
You see him friends.
what is
Fatherhood Friday.
one of the craziest things you have dealt with or done after breaking up with somebody?
After?
You want to go first?
Mm-mm. Not at all.
Wait, after breaking up, the craziest thing you done after breaking up with somebody?
Either or, like the craziest thing you've had done to you, or the craziest thing you've done as far as like with a breakup.
I've got Facebook stuff in public.
Facebook stalked in public.
Absolutely. Wow. Then she was then she hit me like she was quoting like Thanos bars in my inbox, talking about I was gonna rue the day for letting my friends pick on her. I was like, rue the day. Rue the day is crazy.
Bro, tell somebody they go. It's like you can see the fish shake with it, bro.
Right, like.
Craziest thing I did.
You were flying out.
Let's see.
Pussy has some power.
I think he was cheating. What did I do? I knew where the girl lived at because of a parking ticket.
That happened
And
to me
I kept
too.
the address in mind because I was like, what address is this? And I remembered the address. It was 6 a.m. in the morning. I called my sisters. I gathered all his stuff. I took some of it to his mama house. I remember ringing the doorbell. She opened the door and I kind of just threw it in there. Then my sisters met me in the alley and parked. And I took like all the valuables, all the CDs, the clothes, the shoes, all of the expensive stuff with like bleach and like a sledgehammer outside the girl house and went to town. And my sisters just stood back and made sure ain't nobody touch me.
Don't nobody love me like that.
I don't want nobody.
It was
I don't
6.
want nobody.
I don't want
It
to
was
put
6 in the
nothing
morning.
on.
It was eye pieces. Everything had bleach,
Just imagine
slashes, holes.
bleaching and cutting up my motherfucking
Yep.
jeans.
Yep.
Man.
All the music.
Look,
My sisters
That's-
came. They
that's a
sat
nigga
back and
piece.
said, "Y'all don't nobody touch her. Don't
I
lay a
mean,
hand
they got
on
to
her."
delete your iCloud now.
Uh-huh. He ran. Actually, the girl must have said something. Cause then he ran out. What? Yep, that was it. And I ain't cried nothing. That's how you know I was.
Not going.
Tone, you've been around for a lot of decades. What's your story?
I've only been around for 4. Okay. I've had.
That's not really
I've
crazy
had
though, because that's
fake
when the
pregnancy
babies come.
stories.
When you're done.
Yeah, every time.
When you're done.
When you done fucking with that bitch.
Like and it's when you serious about being. It's when
period.
you not when you just talking shit, but like when you be like, bro, I'm over this shit.
And you be like, damn, I'm pregnant.
It's fucked
That
up.
was it. I ain't never.
I'm just reaching out to let you know.
My period late. That's on you. You stressing.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else? And I can't think
I
of
had a-
anything
Don't talk no
else.
more, but I just wanted to let you know.
The craziest thing I had is I had a chick try to get me demoted. She,
Your job.
yeah, she tried to get me demoted.
Oh, you
Like at
pissed her-
job
you
or
pissed
like
her
in the
off.
service, like
Both
that kind
actually. In the service, they tried to lie and said I went AWOL.
of shit.
Run away.
I
That's
remember
serious.
Butter did that. I remember that. She tried to say I went AWOL. They was like, Aaron Lucky, where are you at? It's like, I'm down by the creek. It's like, the rumor is that you are on your way back to Wisconsin. It was like, why? Like, yeah, Sergeant Milton said that you were on your no.
That's where you went wrong. Again. Fucking
Bro
with
tried to
niggas
get
named
you
Milton.
court martial.
That's how you know
Nope.
you pissed her off. When you call a nigga job and you start messing with his money, that's where it hit right there.
Ooh, that's nasty work right there.
Ooh.
You got to share the story, man. You got to tell us. Marguerite said, "Whoo! I only did one crazy thing. That's when I knew I had to start guarding my heart. Can't let a nigga ever have me out here that bad."
Guard my heart.
Now that she
Wow.
bring that up, it's bringing back to things that I buried with my ex. It
So
was a lot
basically,
of
you
crazy
out here
ass.
wild too, then.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I remember one time he called himself selling weed. He pissed me off. We broke
And you
up.
told on him.
No, I ain't telling him. This is actually dangerous.
Calling the bus.
We pulled. No. I ain't called the police.
It's crazy.
Found out where the car was and pulled up. He always had the doors unlocked, all of that. Unlocked, went basically cleaned everything out the car. When I say everything, I mean
You went and stole the stash.
The fuck is wrong?
Kayla.
Y'all be out of pocket as fuck.
I had help too. I was like, meet me on this street, on this corner in 10 minutes. Cleaned it
You
out.
see how they just take it too far?
But
All I did was fuck
what
a bitch.
happened? But
You took
See?
it somewhere else.
Love should have brought you home. Then you went and got robbed and fucked
I
up.
didn't get
Just
robbed.
saying.
You fucking around.
That was a bit much.
But you took it there.
Yeah, but when your mind, you don't be thinking about that. It's just shit get tricky.
Well, with me,
That's why I be trying to say, leave me alone.
Dick make y'all irrational.
It wasn't even all that. That's the thing. I feel like it wasn't.
You was crashing out over some meat.
well, it was two.
That's crazy.
Jelly Bean Dad, that nigga played football. Well, damn, all three of them did. But he was kind of quick. Yeah.
That's
So-
hilarious as hell.
No,
And she
okay.
done ran over like 3 niggas.
So
Screaming while you
Damn.
driving.
Thank you, Britt. When a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can
No.
do about it.
no,
It's like running out of love.
no. So
And it's too
When
late
I-
to talk about it.
when I hit him, and we when I hit him, that's when I had the Explorer.
Wait, so you hit him and he did one of those things where he like rolled back on the hood and to the roof? Like one of those?
Like some Lethal Weapon shit, right?
Hanging off the bike.
So
like
no, so what happened was, okay,
Damn, you hit him. How fast were you driving?
no, so
Do that.
well, what happened was
Fast enough
he
that
tried
she
to
got
jump
slapped.
like Super Mario Brothers.
Oh.
He thought that he was gonna
He
try
did
to
one of
clear
Oh,
it.
he thought he was gonna clear the car.
No.
A Explorer?
Yeah,
Did one of these.
but
He got his ass toe off.
you know when they go small, they be like choom 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 when they shrink. But no, so
I just pictured that. That shit is
okay,
so
so this
funny.
so this is the Explorer, right? And he tries to jump, but it ends up and he rolls. So he's rolling. I can
So he
hear like
rolls over the car instead.
he's rolling at the top. I can hear the as he's at the top. And I'm adjusting my mirror as he's falling off the back of the truck.
Oh my god, how fast was this like a side street?
No, we were in my alley.
I saw the Kobe Bryant video too. I don't think he jumped over a car, but that don't mean go try that shit in real life.
Was he hurt?
They arrested me,
His
and I
pride
had the
was-
bruises and shit. He started it.
Trying to clear and explore is
But-
fucking crazy.
Oh my.
He thought
I
he
think
was
she
gonna jump
won.
over the car.
No, so well, I don't know if he was just trying to like lessen the impact. Like I think like how
Ooh,
I
this
think he
gotta be
thought
in your
he was
Tubi
going to
movie.
like jump on the hood, so like the front end missed him, so that the impact wouldn't really hit him because he would like land on the hood. But what happened was he ended up hitting out because I was still going more forward. That momentum threw him and he rolled at the
Yeah.
top.
That got to be in your Tubi movie. You got to find
So-
somebody to reenact that.
We have that, and then we have one of my exes. I hit him. We was off of Villard somewhere. He was on some bullshit, and I hit him. I didn't give a fuck if he got up or not.
You hit him
'cause
with
he
your
did-
car?
Yeah, same Explorer. Oh, that Explorer, that mother. Until I flipped it over on the expressway, that motherfucker didn't have a dent in it.
That's why I flipped
Tell
over.
me
That
this, I ain't
Explorer
give a
was
fuck if she got
tired.
up or not.
Mm-mm.
That Explorer was your damn accomplice.
Yeah, man. If I ever have to have like another trap vehicle, it will be a '96 Explorer. Cause when they say built Ford tough, they fucking mean it. Cause they hit a nigga and keep on ticking. I didn't even dent the emblem in the front. Yeah, that motherfucker was.
Well, yeah, them old cars
Especially if
made
you
out of
consider like if
wood.
I was to post a picture like after because I flipped over 3 times on the expressway. That motherfucker should have been a Pepsi can. That's like it was slightly dented at the top, but I didn't have a Tales from the Explorer. Look,
That's wow.
but no, Jelly Bean Dad, he ducked. Like, well, he jumped off on the curb in between some garbage cans, so I missed him. But the other two, oh, they had that shit coming. Actually, everybody did that I hit. I don't just
Why would they?
I don't just get mad and
Why
get an
were they
attitude
in
and be like,
front
I'm
of the
finna
car
hit you. You have to
anyway?
do some shit. You got to really do some shit.
And that's what people miss. This shit don't
Like-
just happen. What did you do for us to get here? Something happened.
Vehicular manslaughter. You right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
How did we get there?
What do you
The fact
mean
that I
how
had
did you get
I had literal fingerprints. Like this motherfucker choked me so hard. I had his handprints in my fucking neck. My knee looked like my shit could have been wine knee. I'm just saying based on my frame. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying at that time I was probably like I think I was like a $1.15. $1.20 tops. No, I needed them to know how big my shit was. Like I thought my shit was broken. And as soon as my x-rays cleared, they arrested me. They wheeled me out to throw me in a fucking paddy wagon, bro. And then told me, and I'm like, all right, but you know what? I took my L because I knew that I knew we had the altercation and shit. But I'm like, all right, what is he being charged with? Because they told me I was being charged with recklessly endangering safety use of a vehicle.
No, he won't be in charge of nothing.
Nothing. Gave this nigga a pink victim pamphlet and told him how to get a restraining order and press charges on me. Like he wasn't at my house and attacked me.
I mean, you did hit him.
I said, who fucking address is on his ID? This nigga lived damn near on the east side. I live up here on 77th and Hampton. He came here.
You hit him with a car.
They wasn't on that bullshit until they ran my name and saw that I was on paper.
And you hit him with a car.
Prior to that, it was, are you okay? They saw the bruises. They saw my knee. Do you need medical attention? But as soon as they ran my name and dog came back,
Copy
put his
10-4. She's a
arm on the
fella.
hood and LinkedIn. So what are you on probation for? I knew it was
10-4.
bullshit. I knew how it was going.
Excuse me, man. You fuck away from him.
But one
Put your hands up.
one of the craziest things that I've had, I actually like this one motherfucker. There's a full list. Joel Nathaniel Dempsey, please, rotten piss. That's why he looked the way he looked now, because
His middle name Nathaniel.
D Daniel.
D who?
D Daniel.
D Daniel.
Yeah, his dad name was Nathaniel. His middle name is Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
The stupid.
DETHANYAIL or some shit. But yeah, but
That's
anyway,
not cool by any stretch of the imagination.
no, but this person, when I tell you that they have done everything from trying to get me fired from multiple jobs, like when I first got home, my very first job was actually where I met Jelly Bean's dad at. It was my very first job when I got out, and they wanted to hire me permanently because at that point, like I was trying to build up more of my experience and shit going through temp agencies, but they fucking love me out there. They wanted to hire me permanently. This motherfucker calls in to my job and asks them how they would consider hiring somebody like me who's a felon when there are good people like him still looking for work. And they called me in the office to ask me about it. And I said, I don't know what that person's, because you got to look. They didn't do background checks because everything went through the temp agency. The temp agency didn't find none of that shit, because what do most temp agencies look for? They look on CCAP. My shit was federal. So I was still skating on a lot of things because people weren't they wasn't checking the federal fucking database to work in a warehouse. But they was like, yeah, we got a call, and this, I said, I don't know what this person is talking about. I was like, I had an ex-boyfriend and we broke up, and they was like, oh, say no more, we get it, and they let it go. So I know the fuck you ain't talking, nigga.
Have you ever hit him with a car?
I do have a picture with Ken on the front of the hood while I was driving, but I didn't hit him. He put himself there. He was holding on like this too. It was so funny. I'm gonna go share it on Facebook. It's still there. It's in my memory somewhere. Well, yeah, because that one finger is, yeah. But no, you did put yourself there. His hat was to the back and shit.
She hit me.
That do look like some shit Ken to do. Just let me go type it in the car. Like, for what, nigga?
Mm-hmm. No, but that nigga was really fucking mental. When he found out that I was pregnant with Jelly Bean, do you know how fucking retarded you have to be to come show your ass in MATC when the police station is literally right across the street? So his sister, well, he thought that he was basically like untouchable. His mom was white. So while he was in the middle of violating this restraining order
Karen.
a million times, yes, violating this restraining order
Kenneth.
a million times, he's leaving. It got to a point where my mom disabled like our actual voicemail feature on the phone and got a physical answering machine, like with the tape and shit, so that she could be able to have the evidence for the police. Because you have a restraining order on you, but yeah, you were leaving fucking messages. So you were leaving proof that you were violating this restraining order. And in one of the messages, he said, like, I can kill you and get away with it because I'm half white, and when you white, everything is right.
Oh,
shout out to him for the wordplay.
So
what?
One day,
them bars, low key.
So one day, so what happened was I saw one of his sisters when I was working at MATC. And she saw that I was pregnant. So she must have went back and said, hey, I ran into such and such, I didn't know she was pregnant, like all this kind of shit. He ends up coming down to MATC while I am at work, and he shows his natural black ass. So they had to call security. Cops came, it was a bunch of shit. They, carted him off, did whatever with him. And fast forward, I'm way down the line with my pregnancy now. I am on the couch, knocked out. All of a sudden, you hear, dum, 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 dum. Like it sounds like the fucking SWAT is beating on my door. So I get up, go to the door. They ask me, like, are you Tamika Dinkins? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. They trying to fucking take me so that they can commit me to a mental institution. Because this nigga then told them that I was trying to kill myself because he broke up with me. He called CPS on me twice and told them that it was his baby that I was pregnant with, and I was holding a shotgun to my stomach saying that I was going to kill me and the baby, that I was trying to drown Ree in the bathtub and beating her with hairbrushes and all kind of shit. So I had to deal with this twice. And, and even the second time, like CPS is like, they've already had it in the notes. Like there's no abuse going on with Happy Kid. Is, you can tell she's well taken care of, all of this kind of shit. But, they can't ignore the claims.
Yeah,
they still have to come out and investigate. So it's like, at this point, when the second people come, like, we're not mad at it. because we know that it's protocol, but it's like, how much? Yes, yes. So Ken is like, was that the let me see my kid nigga? Yes. So there was a letter on my windshield. You don't remember that letter he left on my windshield when it was like, let me see my son? Bro, I don't even have a son.
Where did you find this nigga?
I
Like,
mean, you got
where did he come from?
that was later in life.
But it was the dog was like, maybe he was watching Baby Boy. I want to see my son.
Oh,
When Jody was
yeah.
at the door.
Yeah.
Oh, when he left that note under my windshield wiper, it came at the cost of a flat tire and a huge cinder block that cracked my windshield and was laying on the top of my hood. I came out of my house to a full gas can on my porch as a warning that he was going to burn my house down. It got to a point where I had an actual officer assigned to my case. Um, Officer Thomas Strick. I still remember his name, Thomas Strick. He ended up actually being assigned to the because I had to keep calling, and he was like that was his area. So one day, I called because I spotted him in the neighborhood. He was walking around and he had a backpack on. He was walking like this with his backpack.
Backpack.
And I'm like, you got a half white nigga with a backpack, it's probably not gonna go well. And for me, being on probation, because I was, I'm still on probation and shit at the time, like, there's nothing that I can really do without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Other than continuously call the police because I need a paper trail to protect myself.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here and I'm at the driver's window of the police car talking to Officer Strick. All of a sudden, he see me eat and he see him talking. So I was like, there you go, right there. There you go, right there. So all of a sudden, he was like, he went and he stopped him and he threw him in the back of the fucking squad car.
What was in the book bag?
I don't know. He took him and he pulled off. Like,
But see, that's why what you just mentioned, though, and kind of off topic, but having those police in the neighborhood that get to know you get to know them.
he didn't have a choice. I had to call him, so he didn't have a fucking choice. He might as well have
He
been
like, I don't wanna
personal.
be here either.
He might as well have been personal fucking security because now I thought that
was
they
perfect timing.
I thought that they were going to arrest my mom because that day that they sent them to the house and they thought that they was going, yeah. When I tell you my mama went the fuck off.
I would have went off too. This going too damn
and
far.
one of them was like a sergeant or some shit, and he was a black guy. But when I tell you my mama went the fuck, and when she was like, get the fuck out my, like, she just went the fuck off. And I'm pregnant, and you already know what that's like. Yeah. And I'm frustrated. And when I tell you, like, I was stumped, like I was crying, like I was so frustrated and just mad because I'm like, this nigga has been harassing me for the longest, and y'all not doing shit. The restraining order ain't fucking doing that. Restraining orders are a joke. Because as many times as he violated, they let that nigga plead down to like 3 of them. No, and even then, they stayed the sentence, so they didn't put him in jail right the fuck away.
They don't take it serious
at all.
Not as seriously as they should.
No, but then the moment you pop a motherfucker, then they be mad and talking about some, well, you should have called the police. I did. You bitches wasn't doing your job. You might as well put me on the fucking force. Put me on the payroll. I had to kill my own fucking stalker.
Damn.
You feel vindicated?
Yep, mom said, she said they don't help until something happens, which is sad. Right, and it'd be too late. It'd be too fucking late. Like, they would watch all of this shit unfold and do absolutely fucking nothing. But yes, this nigga was a fucking menace. He was a goddamn terror. I did feel good. Now, he did get his ass whooped.
By who?
Huh?
Who beat him up?
Mm-mm. And then when he got beat up by younger people. Like, they were minors. We were at Shantae's house. And now I'm at my cousin's house. I actually met him through my cousin's baby daddy. So I am holding her youngest daughter. Like, it's a baby. And he come in there grabbing my fucking hair and shit while I have the baby. So I have to give the baby to one of them. And she had this big ass cast iron skillet on her stove. And I took it and I hit him with it. All of her baby daddy's little brothers, like, they whipped his ass. Like, they literally beat him out his shoe and his sock. So by the time the police came and arrested him and shit, he only had one shoe and sock on.
And you had to
But
go
my
to jail
uncle,
with one shoe and one sock on.
but my uncle, shout out to my uncle Carl. My uncle Carl came, and when I tell you this nigga was on his fucking knees begging my uncle, cause my uncle's a big dude, begging my uncle not to shred his shit.
You ain't think about none of that when you was wreaking havoc.
Nope,
I'm glad he gone.
nope.
That story would be a lot.
I've had
these
niggas shoot
days.
at me because I was at a fucking stripper party. It's niggas is wild. Now I've set shit on fire though.
So I think when it comes to the stories of who has done the craziest things, I think you won. So yeah,
Yeah.
you
Well,
win.
but even the crazy shit that I did, it wasn't just like because we broke up. It was always something that was attached to it. Like even like with the
That's the
fire
crazy
shit, like it
part.
was STD shit involved. Like
if
that
you-
was what set me the fuck off.
If you hit me with,
I've
a
never
car,
just did
I'm
shit
not coming
crazy
back.
for being crazy.
Yo, why you make that?
Yes.
If you hit me with a car, I'm
Yes.
not coming back.
Dog. He was like,
Shit, everybody know the fucking story.
just fucking forgot. I guess. Like,
Yeah. But
That's a lot.
the reason why I asked that is because of something that came up on social media. Tone, you want to play that video? The one with the caption, the girl without a lip gloss? That one.
Her.
Yep.
Been in a relationship? This is one of my, we weren't in the relationship, but this is probably one of my favorite
Yeah.
crazy Kayla stories because I don't have that many. But I'm a Scorpio and I have that crazy in me though. You know what I mean? Like
What
it's
did you
back
do?
there. So I was dating a guy.
Okay.
I was dating a guy and he dumped me through a text message. And he dumped me for this singer slash actress who was famous at the time. Dumped me for her. Lied about it for months, then popped out with her. And it became like this public thing and it was like, oh my God, we love them. Another like celebrity iconic relationship. And of course, little old me, I'm devastated, I'm heartbroken. I had just moved to New York to like be with this person and move in with them. It was a whole thing.
It's not who y'all think.
Yeah, you guys will not be able to figure this out. Or maybe they will, who cares, it doesn't matter. So he breaks up with me, dumps me, moves on. And for Halloween that year, I dressed up as her. I dressed up as that lady for Halloween. And not only
Are
did
the
I,
pictures out?
they're there somewhere. They're on the internet. And it went viral.
Clock that.
It went viral. It was everywhere. Like,
Really?
And that was before like I was even anything on Instagram, which is why it was even funnier because everybody's like, oh my God, you look so good. And
Did
you
he say
killed it."
something?
Yeah, you called me crazy. Like you're nuts. You're a crazy person.
I don't know what she thought that she was achieving with that, but that picture that wine was about to beat his meat to. Can you go ahead and put that on screen, please?
About to beat your meat
wait
to
a
a picture,
minute.
bro.
Tone was on- I just wanted to know what it was.
So, can we see who she dressed like? Yes. So she was talking about
Iman Shumpert?
yes.
Oh, smart move, buddy. I mean, you in the fucked up boat now, but A1 at the moment. You're not wrong.
But yeah. So
I have an opinion about that too. It's probably a little unpopular, but yeah,
so go ahead and put up that next one.
I'll wait till after you show this.
So
I mean,
Tiana now knows like what's going on. She said it's really crazy that everyone is allowed to bother me and be distasteful. Everybody gets to play while I move with grace, always. But now I want to have a little Sagittarius fun too, and it's a problem. Fuck the Iman part. I'm divorced and happily so. However, her choice of words were very distasteful and uncalled for. She knew exactly what she was doing. That lady said she was famous at the time. Also said, I don't care who see it. It was very distasteful and uncalled for. Most importantly, she knew people would dig. So automatically my name is attached to the nonsense. At that point, she didn't need to at me. That was very clearly a quick search. My name was trending without an at before even saying a word. That's how I seen it. On top of the fact that the math wasn't mathing and the facts weren't facting. However, the level of cringe factor was. I'm finding out just like the world that her intentions were ill and petty. She pulled the black card when it came to Taylor Swift, but in the same circle, turned around and tried to bully the black woman that was married to her situationship she claimed dumped her for me. Dressing up like me for what? crazy part about all of it is I actually showed love under her pic when she posted it, like I did the other million people that dressed up as me for Halloween. Whole time I ain't even know she was being shady. Now I do. So in that case, petty panties on. I had my little fun. I said what I said, and now I'm done and headed back to set. But how did you think that that was you being petty to her in any way?
That's the weirdest flex I've ever seen.
Right, like it's you didn't hurt her doing that.
He dumped you for me, and then you went and decided to be me.
Like
That's ill. That's ill, man. That's why we think women is fucking psycho.
Oh, they are.
This some
Absolutely.
Sick, that's some sick shit.
Like if anything, I think I would dress as your op. Like
No,
instead of you.
You dressed as the nigga crush. What's wrong with you?
Here's my thing with it, and I think, and it kind of is unrelated to what she said in particular. The energy that she had for this situation, when a couple weeks ago, Amber Rose was frolicking on a boat with this nigga and was fucking around with him when y'all was still married, and that was all over the internet. And she said absolutely nothing about it. But then it's like this situation, it's like, oh, now I'm wearing my pen. I think a lot of people, when I was reading the comments, had agreed with that too. It was like, okay, like, yeah, she did this, but it wasn't as serious as all of this other stuff. And normally you stay quiet when he's attached to any other woman or got anything else going on, and you decide to all of a sudden pop out and speak now. When Amber been frolicking with your nigga and your friend spoke out and you didn't say shit, like,
thank you, Mom. She said, well, is Amber speaking on her? And I think that's my thing. It's like how I have always said, I have never beefed with a bitch or had a problem with a bitch over a nigga, but I have had it with over disrespect. In this case, you pulled some, and then you had me under this motherfucker commenting and complimenting you and shit because I didn't know you was on bullshit. Like, this is something that you did directly towards me. I don't give a fuck about that nigga, but this was some shit that you did towards me, and bitch, for what? So maybe that's why I understand it, because I've always felt like, bitch, I'm not gonna beef with you over no nigga. Just keep your mouth off me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no bullshit towards me, and we don't got to worry about it.
I think if your mom is really fucking with Amber Rose, if she look at it like the game is the game, this is the circle we hang out in. This is the level of people. So you're gonna date other famous people.
The situation with them was it was her friend said they were messing around behind Tiana back when they were married. And so to all of a sudden pop out with her, it's like, yeah, like you was crying to Tiana and saying, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. But now it looks like that's what it is.
But the game is the game. She's not speaking on Tiana. What me and him doing, it got nothing to do with you. That's why we cheating. Ain't nobody supposed to know what we doing.
I have had,
but Shorty just out here with the over disrespect.
I have had family that has gone behind my back and fuck niggas that I was fucking with, right? I didn't get mad at nobody. I didn't cuss nobody out. I didn't do none of that. The one time that I spoke was when you felt like you was gonna go to this nigga and tell him some shit about me. Because, bitch, if you wanted to fuck him, you do that. Keep my motherfucking name out your mouth. Do whatever you go do, and if you can pull that nigga without saying anything about me, then you do that. But the moment you get to, oh, well, you know she this and you know she that. See, now you want me to slap the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, I think that's why I don't look at it that way. Because it's like, you fucking with that nigga, I'm not even with him no more. So whatever y'all was doing it clearly don't matter, because we divorced anyway. So clearly something about him wasn't shit. But the fact that you are talking now, like right now, on a platform about how you was petty towards me, you could have kept that story to yourself.
It's not the flex that you think it is.
Exactly.
It's giving cornball.
Man, that is some, like, you really said, damn, he left me for her. I'm finna go baby oil myself up and go beat her on Instagram. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody should have posted the Walker gif under that where you just be like, eh?
Yeah, mine saying she could have told the story without making it known who it was or throwing shade.
Who is she?
She
in
used to date
sports.
the chick who
she used to
Taylor,
date
the guy
Travis
that
Kelsey.
Yeah, I
And
couldn't think
she's
his
kind
name.
of in like journalism and like the sports world, and she's also
So
the best friend
again,
to Joy.
who is she? What is her name?
Honestly,
You
before
talking about Joy Taylor?
No, Joy Bow Wow and Future baby mama.
See, that's what I'm saying. Who are these hoes? And then you sitting on the couch next to Angel Reese, who should be somewhere in a fucking gym shooting fucking free throws or something. Like, what is these hoes out here doing?
but what's funny is
Angel Reese is out of an injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Use your other hand, bitch. Get it stronger. That's why she didn't win Rookie of the Year. Y'all letting this white girl come in here and wash all y'all.
That white girl was getting it.
I'm saying use your other hand, get it stronger.
Use your
Angel
strong
said, I'm sitting
hand.
this one out. I need a break.
That sounds like advice to give a nigga to masturbate with.
Oh my god.
That's freaky.
It did.
Nasty.
That mine said never the dude, it's always the disrespect. And I've been in those
And in her
situations
mind,
a lot.
She probably was like, this is gonna be a silent, like when you see, you gonna know that I know. And it's gonna be a one-to-one thing, which all these years it might have been, but
Tiana look like she with the shits. How she know Shorty won't walk up and punch her in the fucking face? Stop playing with people.
And then it was like
yeah, that was my only thing.
on
It's
top
like,
of that,
this
and
what
then
you
you
chose to
and
speak
then
up
you
about?
throwing additional shade on top of like, and she was famous at the time. Like motherfuckers still don't know that she's that chick. Now I love Tiana Taylor. I think now she's really focusing on her act. I gotta watch one of her movies. I forgot the name of, but people said that it was actually really good.
She's a good actress.
I saw one of her movies. It was good.
Yep.
Like the mother of the triple T or some shit.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
I think
most
that's the
recent
one.
one. Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, but I think that was her thing. And then people were taking a clip that she had on Breakfast Club out of context because they thought that she was talking about Iman when she was talking about her career. She wasn't even talking about him. When she was like, as far as like we're going where you appreciate it. And she was saying like how like with doing music and stuff, it was a lot of hurdles and obstacles and stuff. And she wasn't feeling like she didn't have the people rallying behind her that she should have to be able to give her that push. And she turned, into acting. Like she realized like that's really what, she want to put her focus into. And I'm like, damn, I like that in you. But yeah, that I ain't never seen no like that's some single white female shit.
She gonna be the next misery.
Like, cause the time I saw a motherfucker do that, and they was trying to take over and turn into somebody else, it was some bullshit. Damn, now I want to watch Face Off. I could eat a peach for hours. That movie is cold.
Master P was in that movie.
Was he?
No, that was kind of 60 seconds.
Right. Like,
That was
no,
what?
it wasn't.
I was like Master. I just remember Master P doing a movie with Nicolas Cage, but it was Gone in
Oh!
60 seconds.
You said you gotta go? Oh no, because it's funny because one of the things I was talking about, it actually fits you. So
This ought to be good.
that video, the second one, nope. Yep. Play that.
Go ahead.
Fuck it, go. I'm gonna say something controversial.
Go.
Men need to stop taking women on dates.
Men need
So
to
done with this
stop
stop.
taking women on
Get your
dates.
best friend and take her out of here. You need to stop going on dates.
Elaborate.
I'm gonna say why. You should never take a woman out on a date that you don't have vested interest in and that you're not sure she has a vested interest in you. Stop trying to disillusion her with your money, your resources, your ability to buy her roses and all that dumb stuff.
That's not dumb. Disillusion me, baby, all day.
And what has that gotten you? Where are
That's
they?
it.
Exactly. So stop doing it. You're wasting your money.
But
You're
wait a
wasting
minute,
your
wait a
time.
minute, wait a
If you
minute,
need,
wait a
hold on, I'm not done. If you want to know if a woman is interested in you for real and wants to not just use you as a meal plan, because let me tell you, a lot of my homegirls are going out with you because they are bored. They don't have nothing to do. They're not over the other dude. Somebody else in Vegas or fucking New York hasn't hit her back yet, so she's going out with your stupid ass.
Jenny
I
better
mean,
eat the fuck up.
There's a lot of truth.
I know.
Yes, there's
because
truth.
I've been there. So stop taking her out on dates.
And what do you do to get to know them?
Talk.
on the phone? Because it's only so much what you do in
Coffee?
I'm gonna do.
That's minimal. I wouldn't even buy her
Love
coffee.
a white
Let me tell
coffee
you.
date. That's white ass shit.
Let me tell you. Don't buy her anything. Don't spend a dime. Don't spend a nickel. Don't spend a penny. Go somewhere that is free. And if she is unwilling to go there with you, don't go out with her.
This
It
is why
should
they
be
call me
free.
Pick me
Face. I don't care.
Because
FaceTime.
She kind
she
of
got
got
a
a.
point. She's easy.
FaceTime. Talk to her on FaceTime. Talk to her on the phone.
But where's
If
the
she want-
action?
If she wants something from you without knowing you, she's playing you.
Oh my.
And that's kind of my thing. So
Stiff is crazy.
I feel like and this is something like one of the only men who's always been like 100% upfront with me about, you know, how men are and like how to handle them and shit like that, like my Uncle Carl. But I feel like whatever standard is set in the beginning is what they really go roll with. And we see niggas all the time, including this nigga. They will post all the time, oh, I had her doing this and didn't even have to do that. And then once they get to that point, they're like, well, shit, I ain't got to do nothing, period. No matter how much, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever we go from this point, you've already showed me that I don't have to do nothing for you, so I'm not going to do it. Bro says this all the time. All the time. So it's not just us. Like, there are men who look at that just as much as we do. And once they realize that they don't have to do anything, they're not going to fucking do it. You become a free lunch. Now, I'm not saying that you got to break the bank dating. You got to take bitches out to the most expensive places. None of that. But I'm not with the you don't have to do anything. Yeah, I'm not with the you don't have to do anything. Like,
That's why
but
you
you
see
should
them telling women like, don't be well, I don't require much. Because then it's like, oh well, you don't require much, so I don't gotta do shit.
You better get a date before you take the drugs up. Because if you take the drugs up first, you ain't get shit.
see.
You just show me everything you got. So
Yeah, and it's like I'm not saying that, you know, you should be making all this extravagant effort for people without getting to know them first, because I agree with the initial part that she said, where like before you know that there's a real vested interest on both, you know, on both sides. She been eating it the
You
whole
been eating
time.
it the whole time.
I'm surprised you still want it. You need to heat it up. Look like it got cold and stiff a little bit.
I didn't say nothing.
He don't.
Shit, we eat on the show all the time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Oh, Britt said, give him a mic. I can't hear what the man is saying. He don't need one. He don't need one. He's actually on his way out the door. I want to thank you for coming in, brother. I appreciate your presence. No.
You ain't gonna get me in the middle of that.
Hurry
I mean, you heard
up so you can go.
she hit people with cars. You want me to hand you a mic?
Got a point.
I said that if you
And now
take,
she got a damn minivan.
I said you better get a date before you take your drawers off. Because if you take your drawers off first, you ain't getting shit after that. So
Right, which is what I just said that he says all the fucking time. So I feel like you have to find. Let me see.
That
Lilo
don't
said,
mean she don't deserve it. She just can't get it from here. You can have whatever you want.
but he talks shit about the niggas who do give it to him. Oh, see, and you doing this, and I fucked the bitch for a motherfucking 4-piece nugget. Like, why is that their business?
Because
You didn't do it. That don't
that's
mean
what
that
I'm
the
saying.
next
Like, I
nigga
feel
can't
like
do it.
all this shit really be situational. So like she may
right.
right.
To me.
I'm just saying, for like one nigga may stand on that bitch head and be like, well, I fucked you already, so all that date shit is over. So she not gonna get no date out of you.
I be saying
But she might talk the next nigga into giving her a date and spending money because the nigga that she actually like not doing that.
I say this shit to amuse myself. It's really weird shit, but it'd be funny to me. Like I see some easy work say, I ain't settling for this or settling for that. Like, what?
Yeah, but you did already.
But you did already. Like you the fucking nigga like less than me for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying a lot, y'all.
Yeah. You hear me? Like Like,
But just because she can't, stand on you or homie,
but it really,
she gonna stand on some nigga.
no, the thing about it I be seeing niggas stressing out about these bitches.
Absolutely.
Like you letting this bitch get you
The run
all
around.
this, the run around, you know?
The run around.
And I don't know, man. It's times are just changing, I suppose. Like that ain't my business though. I just be laughing about the shit now. I don't really care.
Lilo said, folks be saying they low maintenance because they don't believe they're worth the effort. Maintain me. The fuck? Ken, Lilo. Ken said, nah, bro got a point. How you fuck him and want to date me? I don't want to date. I want to fuck.
Yo, he not wrong. I hate the bald-headed rhetoric, but he was right this time. He is so right.
I was a side chick and he was dating me. He was taking me on dates. We was going out.
Through all this, what I deserve, rigmarole, but you let my guy fuck for a conversation? Like, no, fuck out of here, bitch.
Right.
Rigmarole.
I'm only here.
You can leave now.
I'm only
You can
here
leave
because my
immediately.
guy told me you was solid.
Sweet.
And now you want to go on
I
dates.
was in a bad place.
Fuck
then.
that.
You in a bad
I'm
place.
only here
Right.
You in a bad. I think you might still be there.
No,
You
but
might still be there.
so I don't
In a
100%
bad
disagree
place,
with
fine.
her, like, because I do agree that when you were dating people, you need to date people that you know are interested in you. That is why we have so many niggas who are
Yeah.
always online crying and talking about, man, these bitches just want free meals and they just want free. You are in her inbox from January to August talking to yourself. She finally agreed to go on a date. You take her out for dinner and then she don't call you again. You
Big-
set yourself up for that.
Big facts,
Right,
Lilo.
bitch was
Like
hungry on a
huge
Monday.
facts.
And you said
One
yes.
of my niggas going through an emotional roller coaster with a bitch that I won't even admit to fucking.
That is
Lilo
insane.
is this is
Do you hear
facts.
me?
Yeah.
Cause
You know
some
what I'm saying?
niggas,
Like,
y'all, you just fuckable. But I might want to date you though. That's it's very true.
Feelings hurt. And I wouldn't
It's
even
very
admit to
true.
knocking a bitch. I was ashamed of knocking a bitch.
I feel like I've definitely had sex with niggas that I had no desire
Oh yeah.
to be
So
going on dates.
Lilo
with.
said, but sometimes the girls just
Zero.
want to fuck too. When we're in date mode, that's different, which is true because there are niggas who
Zero.
I might be like, you know what, I'm sexually attracted, but I don't see nothing else with him.
Yeah.
He can go on his OnlyFans
For
camera,
sure.
and then other than that, it's
Mhm.
something completely different.
That's
So it's
true.
like,
I think what we saying is just don't be in date mode. That's
With
not
me.
what we came up here.
Not what it came
You can be in what? We can be in date mode. That's cool.
If-
Go on dates.
if
I'm
a
just
man-
not trying to take
if
you
a
on.
man doesn't approach you with a date, that's not what he wants. I wish you bitches would learn that.
we actually talked about that.
If,
But
listen, if a man
a motherfucker coming in lust out the gate because I tell men this because I know I'm
Mhm.
around pieces of shit like y'all all the time. So no, so
What
when
the
so
fuck?
when niggas would approach me in a certain way, and I tell them like, I don't just fuck with random niggas. That ain't my thing. Oh, well, let's go out. Let's get to no, because you've already showed your. I know what you want. Because if you really had the intent of
Crazy.
getting to know me and dating me, you would have led with that. So I already know what it is. No, I'm not interested. Right.
Mhm.
So
I
it's
wish we could just say, no, bitch, I don't want to date. But, then you get, all niggas want to do is fuck. So what?
well, it's funny.
What's wrong with
Go
that?
find you a nigga that want to spend money and date, bitch. Like,
Drinking game.
Which is funny,
Take a
but
shot every
when they
time.
do that,
Awesome.
then you have niggas who are not minding it. You have niggas who are not minding it. So I find a perfect example. So everybody know
Starting
with me and doing OnlyFans, you may have some guys who feel like I am not worth dating because I was doing porn. That is perfectly fine for them to feel that way
you must be. I don't
about dating them. I will not take slander from a nigga with syphilis.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Hoecially Awkward. It is ending.
I just said
It
that
is
earlier.
ending right on
Women
time.
always go too
We
far.
appreciate you for tuning
Yeah,
in.
syphilis is like 2013.
But what I'm saying is, all he did was call you musty. You can wash your armpits, bro. You put something on for, he gotta get a shot for it. Like that's crazy
Bro, you don't even
business.
celebrate it.
Him having syphilis is like the running joke.
I'm I'm not. I'm just telling you how women take shit too far. I don't think you can cook
This
fuck
not-
you and your mama. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, this is different. This is not a woman taking stuff too far. This is sibling rivalry. Siblings always take shit too
But you're
far.
still
That's
a
what we do.
woman.
I ain't never told my siblings.
Barely.
That's why they had
Let y'all tell it.
like Juan and Mono.
Yes.
Way too far. That's way too far.
You had Mono?
No. What the fuck? Just like he got syphilis.
Which one? Wait, that was Old Country Buffet, and we had the
Dog,
waitress
when
thinking
they
that.
told the waitress that shit, and like we so happened to turn around and she was in the booth telling her co-worker.
You see how fast shit travel?
Because we not.
Now you
That's
would-
how fast
now
Mono
next
traveled.
time you went in
When
there,
Lexi
like,
gave
"See,
it to him."
tonight with Mono." Oh.
Bill's
So when you got Bell's palsy? This is a sick bunch. Syphilis, mono, Bell's palsy.
The funny thing is, Kayla be finding shit out in real.
And this all started from her being musty. Oh, this is a lot.
Bro, you see how she just dragged
This is a
everybody into
lot.
Juan really did have mono.
How
Bro,
did we
no, I
get here?
That lady kissed him, gave him mono, and then Tone ended up in the hospital.
Bro, let me tell you
How
something.
did Tone end up
Bro.
in the hospital? Because you had mono.
Why
And
do
you know
keep
what?
saying
Why did
that?
your jaw?
No, but
lock up?
listen,
'Cause
Kayla,
he had mono.
Kayla,
I'm
and
trying
it's
to-
so
I'm
bad.
visual learner.
Have you
It's so
have you
funny.
noticed that Juan's immune system been fucked up ever since then? Remember, Juan never got sick. That one time when that bitch gave him mono, then all of a sudden
Why
he
you
got a
keep
call out.
saying-
But how is
I
Tone
had
fighting?
my-
Tone, why your jaw do
Stop
that?
it.
No, because ever since then
Alright,
your
hold
immune
on, wait
system
a
been out of
minute.
whack.
Don't put that on my
Were you-
I
jacket.
never had
Oh,
mono.
okay.
Were you shocked or something? How did you
Bro,
get
put
Bell's
that on my
palsy? Because
jacket.
he had mono.
I never. Oh my God, Taylor.
I need to.
I'm.
You have to. My mind.
I
now.
never had no motherfucking mono.
I'm off. But I'm off of you having mono.
But
I'm trying
yet
to
you
figure out
sit
how he
next to
had
the
Bell's
nigga with
palsy.
the itchy and scratchy.
And you got sick. Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
Now y'all mess because now when I see him, I'm gonna be like, dang, is he okay?
We'll answer that for you. No.
Damn. Y'all
he gotta go
need-
home and take a shot.
That on top of his insulin.
So you have Bell's palsy? Or you had
Kayla,
it?
let it go.
That's the only that's not connecting. Because I'm trying to figure out how he had mono and
Okay,
you got Bell's
this is-
palsy.
This is what.
All right, this is the last time we
This
tell
is-
this
See how when
story.
you tell a
Walk
lie,
us through
you
it.
gotta keep telling lies to keep.
I
Walk us through
had tonsillitis.
That nigga had. He did not
But
have
let
time.
them tell it.
Kayla.
But let them
Nah,
tell
I
it.
had
I had
tonsillitis.
mono.
Okay, so
That's
how does
the
that
gist.
tie into him?
All right.
I asked Tone to give me a ride to the hospital.
Okay.
That's all Tone did. When I got in the car, Tone was perfectly fine. I was cool. I just couldn't talk. Then Tone said that the next day or was it
Very next day.
the
Very
next day?
the next morning.
He said he woke up and
Couldn't
couldn't.
Couldn't put the left side of my face.
Ah!
Damn, your ass is having a stroke.
No, that is.
And I
don't-
didn't want to laugh, but like soon as he wrote it in like the group chat, I just automatically thought of Jim Ross.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? That's the first
You
thing
do
that
be
came
having
to my
those
head.
Random medical things. Didn't you have some recently that you
Yes,
needed to
you-
go to the hospital when somebody said they'll
You know
drop
what?
you off?
Now that she say that out loud.
Somebody said they'll
It's-
drop you off at the hospital, and I think you declined the ride or something. It was something.
Oh,
I
it was
talking about on the
last
show.
on New Year's where my leg was by. Something's going on with my leg.
Okay.
Oh,
And the,
Oh,
and the family kept partying.
Lilo said, "I thought Bell's palsy comes from like a doctor making an error during birth. That's crazy.
No,
It
it's
can,
like a
it can,
facial-
no, it can actually
It's
be
a
a
nerve
reaction to a
thing.
viral infection.
Yeah. Which is why we
Oh,
keep saying he had
reaction to
mono.
a Now it connects.
That's why I always keep saying he had mono because
Oh,
the only
because
person I
one
talked to,
ride.
this nigga and I had a Toyota at the time, so it was a small car.
Y'all done had the windows down. Or nothing?
No,
It was cold.
it was cold.
outside.
It was winter.
The windows still.
I
been
thought I
down.
had straight
need
Tone was
some
out here
damn-
like this.
So you woke up.
Tone was out here looking like Two-Face from Batman.
That's how I felt, dog.
Your
This
face
whole
was
side, this
moving.
face just wasn't moving. Like I'm having whole conversations on this side, but this one's still staying in place.
Tone said mono was so much conviction. Oh my god.
So your face was just confused. You ain't know what to. That's a lot going on at once. Damn. Okay, but see now it makes sense. Okay.
I was mad at that nigga for a good 3 months
That was
because I couldn't be mad at her because whatever you had, you got from her.
How long did you have that for?
It's like not even a whole week, well, maybe 3
So your
days.
face is messed up for a week.
You just couldn't
the
move for
nigga
like
had
a
a
week.
cramp in his jaw and just blamed called it Bell's palsy.
Damn.
It's
I don't
his
know.
fault.
Maybe it cramped up from that tremendous head he was offering bitches on Twitter.
I never had to complain about that either.
This is what I'm saying. Like, why do you keep going in the archives of our lives?
Because our lives are funny to her.
Y'all need to stop.
When
using
she's
archives.
depressed, she laughs at us.
Put the file
I
thing
mean,
up,
They
close
did
the
say
drawer,
he was
and lock
offering
it.
tremendous head.
Because I done found out too much
Oh.
shit.
I
I don't want to
who,
know.
but that's what they said. I'm just telling you what they said.
This nigga got syphilis.
Yeah,
You
but
didn't have Bell's palsy. You
The
had
moral
mono.
of the story is for
Don't listen to nothing
look.
she said.
Ken said, "Damn it, Mimi, I was just about to say that." So the moral of the story is for the fellas: stop dating women
Don't like you.
that don't like you.
And you know they
Then
don't like
y'all
you.
won't be bitter and all on social media
Women too.
crying about being used for dates and women is just gold diggers and all, and they just looking for a free meal and all this shit. You know when a motherfucker's not interested, okay? You were
also
getting
feel like
dry
it's-
conversations. She's barely fucking responding to you.
You
Like I said,
actually know what she don't like.
there is somebody in my DM. Actually, there's a couple of people. There are a couple of guys in my DMs that I could very well use if I wanted to. It's not worth the fucking headache. Because all of this time that I've been telling y'all that I'm not interested in going out, I'm not interested in dating, I don't want to come kick it with you, I don't want to meet you out, I don't want to do any of these things. But then I randomly get bored one day, or maybe I'm mad at Bay that's not Bay, and I'm like, you know what? Damn, I could go for some motherfucking buffalo wings today. Well, what you doing? And then I go. You set yourself up for that because I've been telling you for the last few years. It's not even just a couple of weeks or even a couple of months. I've been telling you for the last few years that I am not interested in dating you. And nothing clicks for you to be like, damn, all of a sudden this bitch want to go out. Man, what's she on? No,
They
you
think
think
wore
that
them
you
down.
now all of a sudden, exactly. You think that you done wore me down. Oh yeah, I'm finally finna get that.
See, that's why I stay out you heifers inboxes. Exactly why I stay out.
I just feel like it's all.
I mean, and I'm not even saying that you should stay out, but I think that at a certain point, if you're like, all right, this interaction ain't really going, how I wanted it to go, then you exit stage left.
Absolutely.
But they don't.
But you just keep it going. You keep it going. And then you're mad at us, the rest of us, who didn't use you because you didn't use any type of discernment. You was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this bitch out who never responds to me, ever, unless she's hungry.
See, that's the fear of the screenshot shit. So once you stop talking to me in the inbox, I'm not gonna sit here and talk to myself.
I just feel like it's all just so confusing and so just like
what's confusing?
Yeah, so
It's a
so
lot.
that's the lesson for the
Situations
men.
like this, because I mean, I haven't really given too much of my opinion about it, but
Because you were sitting next to folks with syphilis, you was a little afraid. But continue.
If you scared, say you scared.
scared of what?
He should go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor.
I feel like it's confusing because it's like I said, on one hand, it's like, oh, don't be the woman that says you don't require too much. Ask for stuff, expect stuff, make that nigga take you out, make him give you money, and then on the other end, with the men, it's like, oh, you all go there. All you want is money. You don't want. But then, say for instance, like when I watched that clip, I said I can get I agree with what she's saying, and I mean, we talk about it all the time. But you have somebody like me who's genuinely like a good person. I have a good heart, nurturing, caring, all of that. It comes with the territory.
I hate that for you.
But it can also
you got to be careful
a bad
who you love
thing
on like
because,
that.
like she said, I've never been a person to have my hand out. I don't be asking niggas for nothing. I don't need no cash app. She's talking about, oh, you want to go have a coffee, go do something free for me.
She was like, I
okay,
wouldn't even buy the coffee.
Cool. I just want to spend time with you. You don't got to spend money to do that. It's free. But being like this in this world, it just gets confusing because it's like, do you ask the nigga for something or do you not? Do I care about you because I genuinely do? Or do I have to pretend like I don't? It's like your mind just gets so confusing to the point where I'm just like, no, you know what? Never mind.
My mother told me something.
Never mind.
a long time ago, a very long time ago. And she said, the moment you go in your like in those early stages, the moment you go in your purse, he is going to get accustomed to that. He is never going to treat you the same again. And
She mean like paying for stuff?
And yeah.
Oh.
And I can tell you that is not been a lie. Like
No,
I have
that's-
dated.
I think that's true.
Yeah, I have dated two different types of dudes, and it's like I said, if you are dealing with somebody and you are not requiring them to do anything, that is the standard that you were setting.
Yeah.
So then, as much as you, oh well, I'm just simple. I just like you to show up with. You don't even have to get me a bouquet of roses. You can just show up with some raggedy dandelions. They don't even have to be the full dandelions. They could be the ones that you can just get ready to blow. They already dead.
The hell?
And now
That's nasty work.
down the line, you in this relationship with this man, and you're like, he don't never do this. He don't never like, because you told him that he didn't have to. You showed him that your bar was in the fucking basement, a flooded basement at that.
But I think it's another
I hate
side.
that for
I
y'all.
think it's another side to that. Like
I mean,
like
she's being honest, and like I said, I don't have a problem taking accountability. I mean, in general, I don't ask people for shit. So me coming into contact with a nigga that is gonna be giving, buying, paying, do this and do that, that's a different world for me, because in general, I don't ask people for shit. I don't know how to accept when somebody's like here or trying to do something. Like, that's just not the way my mind works. Not even with just a nigga. This is with people in general. Like, it just.
Yeah, but it's like, but I know just how many niggas are like the nigga that was just sitting here. And it's like, the moment they see that they can get whatever with the bare minimum, you will never get anything over that.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, and the only reason, the only way that I'm going to put myself in that situation is if I'm not looking for anything with you. Like, if I know, like, oh, I'm just finna treat this nigga like a prop. He just finna be some dick, or he's just finna be a path to income,
And
like for my videos.
Those situations
that's
are
different.
The ones where, depending on who, if, like you said earlier, if you don't have no emotional ties, you don't see yourself dating him, you barely even like the nigga as a person, you are literally just a prop. We just about to be fucking, and that is it. I don't need shit else. I halfway even like you. Like, this is just what it is. It's nothing else.
Yeah.
When it's cut and dry like that, it's like, okay, that's
No,
simple.
I really be liking people though, so I'll be trying to stay away sometimes.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just you need to know.
Right. And me too.
That's
how you see how there's a split right in the middle of this table. It's this side and it's this side. You need to know what you want. And I think a lot of people, when they're dating, Ken talking to you, Mom.
Mind your business, ball, bitch ass.
Whoop his ass.
I think a lot of people, when they are dealing with people, they don't set the standard for how they are going to date. They allow the person that they're dealing with to set the standard.
I was called bougie.
So instead of saying,
find yourself kind of just following along with it.
yeah, so instead of saying, well, this is what I want going into this situation, or this is what I'm looking for, this is what I require, it's just like, well, you lead the way and I'll take whatever you give me. Yep. And now you're in a situation that you didn't want to be in because you didn't put forth what you wanted from them. So now they're like, oh shit, this all I'm gonna give you. So now you and Aaron, you sitting here with Aaron Hall, and he talking about, I'm gonna give you a piece of my love, and that's all you got is a fucking piece.
A piece of her boot.
You see the comment at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get called when you tell bitches what you is and what you ain't gonna do. What we gonna talk about and what we not gonna talk about. What we do and what we not gonna do. Oh, you's a sensitive ass nigga. No,
why are you listening to a bald-headed nigga with a beard?
It's called communicating.
Why are you listening to a bald-headed nigga with a beard who wants to podcast?
No, not him, but that's how some women feel when you express, like, look, this is how it is, and this is how it's gonna be. This is how Juan operates.
Then you leave her alone.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But
That's
like she said, you gotta know what you want.
That's why I stay away from people. Like once I tell you what it is,
Yeah,
and
if
you're
you
not
don't
with
know
that,
what
that's
if you
cool.
don't know what you want for yourself,
Then how can
you were
expect somebody
you were
else?
never gonna have a successful dating life, because if you don't know what you want, you just
have
collecting
to
whatever
be
people give
honest
you
about that.
around the way.
I had
Like,
to
cause
have an honest conversation about myself. I know this. I know this is what I want, but because I haven't had it, or I feel like I'm not gonna get it, it's like you training your mind to just accept other shit that you know you really don't want. And it took coming to the realization, like, bitch, this is not what you want. You need to be honest about what you want and start aligning yourself with those types of situations. And once I came to that realization, phone dry, everybody fall off, because none of this is what I want at all. None of this aligns. None of this is intentional. It's all a waste of my time, because now I'm being honest with myself.
and there's nothing wrong with that, because and a lot of people, I'm gonna bring up a post that I made in some of the comments, because this nigga's kind of slow. You can read it out loud. But gotta remember, everybody don't watch live.
You got to show people, Lilo said, you got to show people how to love you. If you're in a relationship with me, please believe you're packing my car up for these vending events and supporting my business. That's my love language. Make my life easier.
And
I agree.
Okay, I agree,
yeah,
but I got to
agree
throw a
with that.
caveat on that. But you also got to make sure you show up for him the same way that he needs for his love language, because a lot of times people will want that person to do that, but then they'll only show up the way they want to show up, not the way that person wants them to show up. They're not reciprocating it in the way to make that person feel just the same way that he's making you feel. It makes it feel like you're a helpmate, not someone you love.
Well, that's true, but
that was a huge problem when
when
me and Kim were together. That was a huge problem. Like, he would do things that he felt like he wanted to do, and it would seem like I was being unappreciative, which I've admitted this, like when me and Ken had our episode on the pod, but it's like realizing, like, doing things that you want to do versus the things that make me feel loved, they're not the same.
Yeah.
And it's like, no matter how much you do, if it's not within my love language, it's going to be a disconnect. And it's always going to be something, whether you feel like I'm being ungrateful or I'm being bitchy or I'm never happy. And it's like, because you're not showing me what I need in order to feel loved. And it goes the same way for men.
Yeah.
So that actually brings me to something. There was a post. I saved it. Let me see. So there was a chick, and she was I messaging somebody, and she was like, so my husband bought me a fridge because I had been complaining, but he didn't get the right one, and I'm sad, but I gotta be happy. I said, oh man, did you tell him which one you wanted? She sent a sad face and said, yes, I did, but he thought he was getting some kind of deal. Now, you have a lot of people who half and half. There are half who understand, and there are half who, oh man, and that's ungrateful, and that's whatever. And it's like, she not complaining to him about it. She like, I gotta, be happy, put on a smiley face for it. But I feel like, with us talking about stop doing stuff that you want for people, like, if you're not gonna give me what I asked for, I would rather you just not do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that one, because I don't think it's not that he didn't get what she asked for. She didn't give the importance of why she needed that specific model. She just said, I wanted a fridge because I want to put my wine in it.
But she told him the exact one that she wanted.
But like I
when
said,
he said, hey, I'm getting a deal, he went off the...
Because that's why I said sometimes not knowing the importance of why you want this particular one. Because I can say, hey, I want a fridge for the studio because I like to keep the water in here cool. But there's a particular, what does it look like? And I send you one and you thinking I only want that one because of the size of it. Not that I want this particular one because it has a warm side and a cold side. So when I put food in there, it's still good. You don't know that that's the reason why I want that particular one.
But if he did know that, would it have changed? Because
if
he could have knew that, and he would have been like, well, I know you want this, but I got to deal with it.
But I'm saying, if he knew that and he still went and got a different one because it was cheaper, then yeah, my nigga, you fucked up. But if you said, I need a fridge, this is the type of fridge I need, and that's all you said, I'm going to go find a fridge of that type. And if I see Best Buy got this same fridge for $100 less, I'm buying this because I just think you need a fridge of this size, not that you want this particular one with the tablet built into it so you can know what's going on when you at work. It sometimes just conveying little details like that can make a big difference for some people.
But I feel like that wouldn't matter because it felt based off of what she just read, it seemed like you went in, you saw that it costs too much or possibly, and you found a deal. So in the top of your mind, it was the price. So the details wouldn't
because
matter.
we didn't know the level of importance.
And it's like
of
he
this
didn't
one.
put in the effort because okay, it costs this much here, but did you go to other stores to check? Like, how much effort did you put in to get her the one that she asked for?
So
he
perfect
could have had
example.
all of those details, but for him,
You
it was like, no,
send
that
me a
costs too much.
picture.
So Jelly
of-
Bean is a child.
Yes.
Jelly Bean don't got no fucking job. Jelly Bean is in a position where you get what the fuck I buy you because she's a child with no job, right? I just had Jelly Bean pick out a new bed. I told her, I said, go on Amazon because it was not like Prime Days. I said, go on Amazon, find a bed that you like. Now, you can get put a couple of options in the cart and stuff, like whatever little features or, whatever. If whatever you choose is too much, I'll try to find something like and she's a child, and I communicated that with her.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found a bed, that was it. As much as I want to say no, I was actually about to say, Ken, I'm gonna need your assistance. I'm gonna need you to come be Mr. Half Handyman.
Just don't put it together and get stuck in that motherfucker. That's still funny.
No, because
all of my
I do.
furniture is still going strong, Ken.
You know
Shout
what,
out to
Kayla?
you.
No, first of all, shout out to Kayla. I'm gonna give Kayla her flower because
All
somebody
my
was
stuff
really,
still stands.
somebody was really about to be like, "Fuck that! I'm not talking to that nigga. That nigga would never put nothing in my house." And she was like, He came and he did this, and it's still working. Everything good." It's like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll let him fix my house.
Yeah. All my stuff still good.
Ken was about to get a bad Yelp review for something, and Kayla came and saved him.
It ain't fell apart yet.
But before I purchased a bed, so I looked at him like, okay, this is what you want. I found a bed in line with what she was looking for a lower price. I called her into my room and I said, Jelly, look at this bed. Tell me if this is close enough to, the one that you picked, or if it's. And she looked and she was like, it pretty much got all the same stuff. Like, I'm fine with this. And she's a kid who didn't have a choice, and I still communicated with her.
Okay, first of all, we can only go based off of her post. So we don't know if he didn't try to call her and she didn't answer. She was at work. He didn't respond. And he right here in the moment making the person. We don't know that. Unfortunately, it's a one-sided conversation. But at the same time, you were considerate enough and you looked to see if it had all the same features. Okay? She may not have insinuated that these features are very important.
She did. She wanted the one with the charging. You know how they have like the different charger ports and shit connected into the headboard and the LED lights and all of that shit. I'm not talking
about Jelly Bean. I'm talking about the chick with the
She's talking about the fridge.
The chick in the fridge.
Okay.
So you didn't tell me what the importance of this fridge was. So just like you did, you seen a fridge that was cheaper, that checked all the normal boxes of what a fridge needs to have. You bought that fridge.
See, that's what happened when niggas go into business for themselves. Stop thinking. She told you what she wanted. Just go buy what she
wanted. It was very simple for you. Just go and get this is what she want. I'm about to go buy it.
For that reason of this post is why if my girlfriend in the future is not a sneakerhead, do not make no attempt to buy me no shoes. Because as much as I would be appreciative that you went out and you thought it was cute and you brought it home, I know what kind of shoes I like. And if you bring me some bullshit home, you're going to be upset because you're like, babe, why you don't wear the shoes I bought you?
You sound like Dylan.
Well, babe, I don't like these.
You got a point there.
These shits are trash.
Like
they're ass. They don't match shit I got in this closet, which is fucking crazy because we live together.
Which is why I be so disturbed when my kids buy me shoes for my birthday or whatnot. Because it's like, it's my kids, so I can't be mad. But then I look at the shoes you bought me, it's like, I would never wear these.
But I mean, I had a situation like that with Dylan with back to school. There were some New Balances he wanted and they were $150. And I'm like, I can't bring myself to spend $150 for some shoes. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go into the store and take a look. Ended up finding a pair of New Balance with a different colorway on sale for $100. So I'm like, okay, well, and I pleaded my case. This one is a different color and might match a little more, but it's cheaper. And we made.
But at that point,
Okay.
if you was gonna spend 100, you could have just you could have worked up extra 50. At that point,
because he definitely would have cared a lot more about them shoes because you got the exact one he wanted.
Though he loves them, he actually likes them better than the ones that he was gonna get.
But getting back to the thing,
no, you don't know my child. He would have said.
Put Lilo comment on the screen.
Getting back to the fridge,
He would have said.
If it was me, I honestly would have bought the exact the picture, the fridge in the picture. It would not have gave a damn because you want to know why? I don't want to hear your damn mouth.
Lilo says, I'm sorry, but this is such a man response to this situation. If you know your partner, you should know when something is important to them. Why should they have to stress that?
First of all, Leela, I initially started the conversation by saying I'm playing devil's advocate.
But that's a response to the devil, nigga.
Okay, I'm playing devil's advocate because we having a conversation. We all agree he fucked up.
Be up at 9 a.m. on the sneakers app for a nigga. That's how you do it.
And I feel like
I would buy if you send me a picture.
Normally, like
you send me a picture,
I don't know many
buying
men
the
that are
picture.
like detail oriented and just like all of the steps you said that if she would have told him, boom, he would have forgot that shit by the time he got to the store.
I see that we build different. Our military details.
We said you can't even you really can't even send a nigga to the grocery store. He gonna get what he want.
Because we hungry when you sent it to the store.
But all of these excuses.
You are right though, because like I watch when I be at work and I be like customer watching, I watch how women shop
versus men.
Versus when it's just a dude in there by himself.
It be a bunch of bullshit.
Versus when it's you and your wife. I be like, yo, you either live alone or you was just
because
out here.
You gotta send them with a list that has pictures on it. With
yes.
Quantities and prices.
Yes, because why are there so many different variations of bread?
Because they're gonna be like, you know what? At this point, no.
It's mad shit that just be like, why is there so much of this?
Ken said, y'all gotta chill with the men grocery shopping slander.
No, it's chaotic.
It is true though, bro.
You didn't even buy me shit that go together that I can make a meal out of.
And niggas, and one thing I hate when dudes like they don't never get no cart, no basket. He's got 70 things in his hand at the
because he
came
in here tonight.
Like, all right, I need 2 T-box. I'm like, bro, where you gonna carry these? Man,
because they came in just to get bread
it'd be a
and
bag
thought
of
about
chips,
it.
a can of soup, like,
and it's always some 3 in 1.
Because it's just
y'all know what I'm talking about.
That's what makes me
niggas buying the body wash in the grocery
store. I saw that recently, and I promise it just made me itch. I wanted to be like, please go put that back. Please don't use that.
Hold on, wait a minute.
3 in 1. You use the 3 in 1?
I don't know if it's 3 in 1. Now I gotta look at it because who
use 3 in 1?
Washing their hair with the body
like
wash.
who's washing their hair with it, right? Like I use the body wash as body wash.
Shampoo to wash my hair.
I got a completely different
shampoo.
shampoo.
Use no 3 in 1 now.
See, white people is why 3 in 1 is bad.
Hey, I won't lie to you because my bath and body wash, some of that shit's 3 in 1. I didn't know what? Was.
Maybe, ladies, you see how we started the show talking about pH balance and shit. Maybe your pH not off because he's cheating. Maybe it's because he put 3 in 1 on his dick.
You know,
3 in 1 on their dick is.
You know what? Early on. Sometimes I don't even be used to it. Be that nigga.
I didn't say that.
I
did.
Yeah.
I was like, be soaps and be ours.
Damn. Men as Instacart shoppers are the fucking worst, and that's your job. What I asked for is literally right fucking there.
Every
shit,
time
now
I get
I'm
a man,
mad.
it never
the
goes
substitutions that I have seen
people
ask for a cabbage, so nigga gonna bring you a lettuce.
That's why I never do
okay,
Instacart.
now, you asking for a cabbage and then bringing a lettuce, even though it's wrong, that is way more reasonable than the shit that I have seen.
Did you see the post when I think the lady had actual like tampons or something, and they had like
did
a substitute for like mushrooms or like chicken feet or something?
One shit
it was crazy. It was like this is
not.
I
was like,
why I won't ever Instacart.
This nigga said, if you got such a preference, go get it yourself, motherfucker. You getting paid to do it.
Let me find out you an Instacart, one of the men Instacart shoppers.
It was
out here on BS.
It was this trend on TikTok. And the girlfriend or the wife was like, I need my husband or boyfriend to go get me some pads with the wings.
And they bought pads
with the wings.
I was like, yo, niggas is not that slow.
I saw that.
I was like, yo, I'm sad. I'm so sad.
He brought
like,
pads.
We not this dumb.
He brought what?
They wanted pads with the wings.
Right.
He brought pads and then like a 6-piece.
He brought like car pads?
No.
Like wings.
Like gauze.
No, like pads.
No,
like sanitary
men-
napkins.
menstrual pads.
Menstrual pads.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
It's
instead
a
of getting the
certain brand
pads
that
with the
have
wings that wrap around the panties,
So
they
it'll
got
stay.
wings,
And
as in
pads.
chicken wings.
I'm gonna sit here
and
like, how
pads.
do you not get the ones that got the flap on the?
No, folks.
Like
he
you
can't-
got pads if
he
you went and got got some KFC
Yeah,
on
so
the
they
side.
heard pads with wings and thought pads and wings.
he came back
In
like,
his defense,
I hope you're
he
not mad
thought
that I
they
ate one of
need
these lemon peppers.
y'all. Sometimes y'all need chocolate when y'all going through y'all thing. So he probably thought they maybe want a
I
six
mean,
piece
thank
or
you for
something.
the wings.
Like,
but I need
maybe-
wings on
G-
this pad.
We gotta
Ken-
give him
No,
grace.
Ken say, okay, now that guy might be retarded. No, it was a thing. It was multiple women doing it to their spouses. You know how like when they show, like when people text and show people response. No, it was multiple women who uploaded their men coming in with fucking pads and wings.
I'm just like, hold up.
And the
Hold
one-
on. Let's give them a little grace because first of all, if they've never had to deal with the shopping for y'all, a lot of them don't know that there's
That's why I said
wings.
you got to
Oh.
to the store with pictures.
You're right.
No,
So I give
no.
them that.
Speaking of pictures, put Brick comment on the machine on the monitor.
On the machine.
This one.
I mean, it's technically a machine, ain't it? She said it's when they take a picture to show you what you asking for isn't there when the fucking thing is fully present in the fucking picture. Just look, make it make sense.
That has definitely happened to me before.
Kim just posted a picture of that. She was making something and it was a cheese that she wanted. And they sent the picture and was like, they don't have that. And she was like, it's literally right there next to the such and such. Like, so the cheese that she wanted
I
was
seen
right
that one.
there
It was
in the picture.
It was just back a little bit further. I seen that.
Hey, man, sometimes niggas don't be looking at the show.
Look, okay. So
I
can
can say-
So
I
I got a
can say
question.
that
Let's do stuff.
maybe the men shoppers that I had grew up with single moms or something because they don't miss the ones that I've had. They've actually like the last one that I had, like, and he was out at Woodman's, like he took his time, like, because I wanted certain like tortillas and shit. Like he actually took his time, and then when they didn't have them, he got the right substitution and everything.
Okay, so can I ask y'all ladies a question, including the ones in the comments too? Would y'all consider grocery shopping just to make sure everything is done right, the woman's job, while we taking out garbages and stuff like that? Because apparently if we go do it, we do it wrong. So if you in a relationship, will you take that as the woman's responsibility? Because apparently we not gonna do shit right.
Okay, so for me personally, going grocery shopping because I know how I cook and I know certain ingredients and how I like things to go. I don't mind grocery shopping, but if there's a situation that arises and I can't go to the grocery store, you should be able to step up and go to the grocery store efficiently for this household.
I feel like you, regardless, as an adult, you shouldn't be a fucking idiot.
I mean,
Like, bro, if I tell you,
wings situation, that
if I tell
you
you,
know how to read. Like,
if I tell you to bring me, hey, I need pickled onions, and you go and bring me pickles and an onion, I'm gonna be pissed because I know how I wrote it.
Right, like niggas just didn't
Boy,
read it.
you didn't even
He
try.
didn't read it.
You
That
didn't
that
even
boy
try.
didn't read.
He look. It said pickled with an ed.
Right,
onion.
you-
That
that's
nigga
different.
sound-
Don't no,
that
nigga.
ED was an.
Ken talking about some gender roles exist for a reason. You should have thought of that shit when I was working fucking 2 jobs while you was at home. Don't piss me off,
God damn, I didn't.
bastard.
That went left quick.
But I will say,
Because no, I know what you said too. It's like you're not about to keep finding stuff and doing it wrong on purpose because you
I
know
know
that
some
I'm
men-
going to
I know some men
Weaponized
doing it.
incompetence, ladies and
No.
gentlemen.
I
That's
know,
what that
I know
is.
men. I know men who do that too.
You're not about to be. Oh, let me fuck up
Well,
this grocery
I
store
know
just
men
so
How
who
you
do
gonna
that.
forget something if you take a list?
now what
He
I
talking about
will,
some they need
what
to
I
be on
will
2K.
say is that if
I
my-
really regret that you weren't one of the ones that I hit with my car.
if my,
No, I had the Buick then. It was newer.
if my
If
significant,
we
love
dated
my-
back when I
I
yeah.
love my
yeah, if my
Buick.
significant other like sent me to the grocery store with like no list, she gonna understand that I was one of them kids that grew up and their parent worked second shift. This is gonna be all kind of microwave shit. No fucking.
You work. That's actually
Lilo
ridiculous
said
because
you will
work
not-
in a damn grocery.
Thank
store.
you, Lilo
That is
said.
sick.
That
Lilo
don't
said
mean
you
he
will
lead the
not.
meat department.
You will
That
not
is sick.
weaponize. Hold on, put Lilo on the screen.
Hot wings, French fries,
That is.
pizza
Yeah.
rolls.
Lilo said you will not weaponize your incompetence. Figure it the fuck out, or you'll be paying for a DoorDash that night.
how about get all of this shit and we going back to the grocery store because I'm trying to figure out how the hell this happened.
Like there is
Stop
no,
fucking playing with me.
but okay.
What if I just had a damn baby and I can't leave and go to the grocery store and you got to go to the store? Why are you stressing me out with this?
It's
and if
not.
you're
It's
paying
just
attention. Here's the thing too. If you're paying attention, we live together. I'm cooking. We're a household. You know how I shop. You know what I buy. So if you're at the store and you come back with some bull, you know that I don't buy this shit. You know that I don't. You don't even eat this.
But it's and I will be honest. It's not just men. My mom don't cook.
I want y'all to have that same energy if it was a nigga sitting in the room telling you how to change fucking order.
Like,
because that was real aggressive about that
like,
grocery store.
I mean, we talking about the grocery store.
I feel like she's experienced it.
My mom doesn't cook, but you know what my mom does? My mom don't just wing it and bring home what she think I mean. My mom, if it take her an extra 20 minutes in that fucking store, you know what she does? She takes a picture of it and sends it and says, "Is this it?" If it's something that I know that she's not familiar with and she's not gonna know what I'm talking about, I will screenshot it from Meyer app or whatever store she going to and say, "This is what you're getting."
The funny thing is, I actually grocery shop better than Teresa did, because my mom used to send me to Centuries on my own with a list and dared me to come home with something.
You know what's
missing.
crazy? Century is so high and Century seemed like a dump. I don't think I've been in a
We
Century
at the
that's like,
point now
oh, so
with
clean
Dylan
in here.
where he can stop at the grocery.
Century is like a step up from the hood Piggly Wiggly, not the one, not the Piggly Wigglies that be out there, but like the hood Piggly Wiggly.
Years. They be having good meat deals. But we at the point with Dylan where he's able to stop at the store on the way home, and there are times where I will go on the Pick and Save app and I'll pull up a screenshot and I'll say, "Hey, I need you to go get this." And the Pick and Save app will show you the picture.
See,
it'll show you the aisle. It'll show you the price.
Phone.
And he's able to go in and whip through that store because we done been in there enough times. And he know, like, okay, I'm not gonna get pickled okra because she asked for a jar of pickles, and I know.
See, at that point, them just niggas being dumb because read. It's fundamental.
Well, I'm trying to help his future.
Yeah, like
so that he's able to go to the grocery store and not get on.
Yeah, there's a lot of men out
here. But I think another thing that really frustrates you when you were sending somebody to the grocery store is because it's like, I already have to do the cooking. You're not about to cook this shit. I don't want to have to go spend my time in the grocery store because you act like you don't know what the fuck to do. Have to come home, prep this shit, cook it, and you're not doing absolutely fucking nothing. No, if you want to fucking eat, take your musty ass to the grocery store and go get the shit that I told you to get. Like I said, my mom, if she don't know, she will send me a picture or she will video chat me from the store and say, "Hey, is this what you was talking about? Is this what you need? Is this?" And she'll pay in the cart. "Is this enough? Do I need to get more?" Like what?
There's no excuse now. Like back in our days when cell phones didn't have a camera on it, yes. But now,
but even back then, they used to write on a fucking. They would tear. I was gonna say the back of the envelope, and they would tear and tell you exactly what you need.
My mom, when my stepdad had to go to the store, my mom will always send me and my sister with her because she takes us grocery shopping. We will go to the store with him because if he gets something that we know she don't normally buy, we can call it out while we at the store. "Hey, she don't normally buy that. She usually get this one."
All right.
Now with my ex-boyfriend, if there were ever times where I had to work and I couldn't make it to the grocery store, he don't know how to grocery shop. But guess what he'll do? My mom will go write the list out and my mama go do it. And by the time I would get off work, the groceries would be there because he sent his mama to the store. You can't do it, but you figured out somebody that you knew could go and do it because I want to be pissed off.
No grown man that lives by himself should not how to grocery shop. You can't just keep having $2 Popeyes in the freezer all the time. All the time.
But niggas really be eating like that though.
I know how to cook a little bit.
Don't know what you are talking about. I'm a 50-something white Canadian farmer. So you don't have to go to the grocery store then paying overdrive.
I'm jealous.
You grow your food.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty dope.
I actually love the fact that you're a farmer because that means that you have food that don't have all of our processed BS in it.
Crap. Yeah. Why not tone wood?
If I wasn't extremely terrified of bugs and nature and I wasn't allergic to everything, I would totally try to save my money to get me a farm and do my own thing. I would try to be Khalees out here. You see how fine the ladies are to have their farms? Have you paid attention to that?
I don't.
I love farm content.
They white women. They white women. I can't look at them that way.
That's really not.
That's not what I want on my algorithms. What a big booty house doing the TikTok challenge.
See,
He
that's
said, I'm triggered in the bitch tone. Even when I'm fucking with a nigga, I learn him by asking questions. So if he at my place, there are drinks that he likes, so he won't be in my shit. Here are your snacks, so you ain't in my shit.
here your snack.
Kinfolk said, if it's just me and that's my favorite, what the problem is.
I didn't say you couldn't have pot pies in your fridge. I said you need to know how to buy other stuff besides just that, nigga.
But Popeyes, man.
I'm just fascinated by
what's-
Black culture in the States.
What's that lady name?
I'll give you a pass.
Is it Michelina's?
Oh, the
Okay, those the green
So-
box ones
Them
are different.
motherfucking
Now
Popeyes
them are
fire.
fire.
No,
I'm
no.
talking about
You
the-
talking about Marie Calendar?
Yeah, yeah.
Marie Calendar.
Green
Oh,
box
man.
ones
It
are
takes like
fire.
40 minutes to
Yeah,
cook.
that's a
oh,
different story.
Yes.
I'm
if
talking
you eat
about-
banquet Popeyes.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Oh,
those.
I thought you were talking about the little red box.
No,
No,
Oh, you
the
got
green box.
Okay, now I'm like, okay, if it's
Marie
a Marie
Calendar.
Calendar,
The
at
green
least you
box
care
got
a little
love in
bit. Yes, okay, at least you care a little bit.
The green box got love
I
in
thought
it.
you was talking about the banquet, the little
No,
red box
no,
with the
You
pot
eat-
pie and the salad, the one that get all salt. Like,
Nah.
You eating
The one that
chicken
gets
and
soggy
turkey
at the bottom.
Popeyes from banquet,
I
bro?
love that crust. I'll scoop
Marie
around everything
Calendar?
else. No, the banquet ones. I'll scoop
Crust
around the
is
bottom
fire.
and eat
They
the
make-
crust.
They make dessert Popeyes.
y'all
Yeah.
know who used to
Yeah.
have good? Have y'all ever had the Popeye from KFC?
Yeah, when they
Yes.
first.
I used to, I used
Yeah.
to fuck them up all the
I
time.
haven't
Now,
had.
that crust
I haven't
was-
had
that
them
crust was
recently.
good.
I haven't had them recently,
had
but like
KFC
when
last
they
night.
first
Why I didn't
dropped.
make it out last night.
Oh my god!
I used to take the corners off and kind of put them in the
Because the
thing.
chicken used to, like they used because I don't know about now. Like I said, it's I haven't had them in all these years. I was a kid, but when I used to eat them,
Okay.
they had the biggest, juiciest pieces of chicken.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick callback. So you know when we were talking about the fridge earlier and
Mhm.
how she said you see how specifics are fucking important. Had she told him specifically why she want that fridge, he wouldn't have mattered. It was $100 cheaper. He would have bought the fridge she wanted.
That you
'Cause
know
you
what
would've
he
known
would have
exactly.
did on the list of things that were important. Her specifics wouldn't have mattered, and you want to know why? Because he would have said that costs too much, and this one is cheaper. So let's just get this one.
Nah,
Ain't that what you just did?
I buy the one that I want in the picture.
He didn't ask for the $100 New Balances. He asked for the ones that was 150.
That's true. You did
And
kind of
then
make.
you talked him
talk-
into
you
liking
talked to
some
the
other
liking
shit.
It's a
them.
mother-son thing. This
No,
is a
that's still
husband
the
and wife. That's
same-
the difference.
same-
That's the
same dynamics.
thing.
This is a child.
Same
What you mean
dynamics.
it's a child.
That's kind of like she was saying with the
bed.
bed. The shoes still had the same feature. They was a different color, but you still get New Balances.
Oh,
It's a different color.
Beans
It's a
ain't
little
really
bit
picky. She
cheaper.
just want comfort.
And now they want his favorite pair of shoes.
Look, you just got lucky that that's his favorite pair of shoes.
And I'm not rich. Shit. You buying refrigerators, y'all got little
There was
money.
also communication there. There was no communication for him to say, "Hey,
And that's why I
What
brought
do
it
you
up,
think?
'cause
We
she said
don't
Hey,
know if he didn't
what do you
try
think?
to call.
What do you think about this fridge?"
We don't know if he tried to call and she just didn't answer.
Whatever.
I feel like
We also
she
don't-
gave a,
I
I
think
don't know. I
She
feel
gave,
like she
she
would
gave a victim answer.
I think my problem is this. I didn't like the responses to it.
I give you that because some of them responses do be trash.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah,
you
I
said
didn't
that
like the
most people
response.
were saying that she was ungrateful, and,
And-
it's like,
See, now
and
that
I-
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, and I feel like people need to understand that it is okay to be grateful for a gesture, but disappointed with the
Just playing devil's
execution.
advocate.
Two things can be true at once.
duality is
I
a
can be
thing.
grateful that you did something, but disappointed with the outcome because this isn't what I
It's
asked you
like
for.
I don't like flowers, but you're bringing me flowers, and I'm telling you I don't like flowers, and you keep bringing them to me. I'm so grateful that you.
I was
thought of
grateful
me.
for the flowers you bought me, but we know that I am fucking allergic to
gonna die.
everything.
You are an asshole for that. You tried to kill her,
No, I was actually being very genuine.
but you
And
forgot.
in my mind, I was like, "Oh, this would make her day." It wasn't, "Oh, this is gonna kill her," because if I was thinking it was gonna kill her, then that would have took precedence.
Right.
I
But for-
was just in the store.
but
was
for
like, "Ooh,
me-
flowers.
But for me, the most important part of her gesture was the handwritten note that she left me. I still have that.
You still
Damn,
right?
I wrote you.
You
I
still
don't
like
remember.
you did that? You was in love.
Yeah, and
writing
you
stuff.
and you even and you even,
Bro, was
you
in
even
love.
signed it Melanin Hitler. You even signed it Melanin Hitler.
Shut up,
Melanin
Ken.
Hitler.
Ken, you
That's what I call it.
this.
Yeah.
I feel like you've done way more along.
Tell me about
years
it.
than Me.
Um.
You almost took her out too.
Matter of fact, I gotta order some flowers.
Wait, what did he say? I feel like he's genuinely okay.
It said, "Okay, as a white German Canadian
Whoa.
with 3 generations of farmers, I am fascinated by Black Americans. Are you African or American?
That's a great question.
Either way, they don't want us here."
Right, like
We trying to get to where you at.
how do we get into Canada?
I love Canada. It's so clean.
Right.
and
How do we
just-
get into Canada?
Either way, we're not welcome in America. We just surviving here.
We know we ain't asked to be here.
Hey,
But that is a
They have
lot.
bought us over.
That is a lot. He is white, German, and Canadian. And a farmer.
do you know a man named Damien there?
Well, I
you don't
mean,
know, man.
You never know. It could be him.
My dad a farmer now.
Britt
Be a
said,
farmhand.
I can't stand flowers, but I'll accept them if given. Just don't expect me to keep them hoes alive.
Nobody expects
Yeah.
him to stay alive.
Bring me the flowers I can smoke.
He's commenting from YouTube.
He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
My algorithm is kind of open now.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like
but
I tend to take the road of gratitude. I don't like hurting people's feelings, so I feel like it's definitely
Lies.
been times where I really
You have
don't. It's
definitely
actually
hurt
bad because I don't say half of the stuff that I should. I
and
definitely
Kayla
had
can
several
actually
times-
vouch for me that as much as people think I'm an asshole, there is a lot that I don't say.
Mm-mm.
We
Not,
a lot.
not enough.
No, you definitely asked.
But I'll definitely be like, oh, I'm so grateful, and it's stuff that I'm like, I really don't care for this, or oh, I really don't.
Can't
like
say
this,
they
and
brought
I'm
us here
not-
without our permission.
They did. We was minding our own business.
And
It was on
and,
the
and
beach.
by they I mean my parents. Because I didn't ask to be here paying bills because y'all wanted to get busy.
Can we
Could have
discuss
left
that?
me in the sack.
But no, and so I was really upset with the comments because I hate how people automatically feel like if you were disappointed with something, it means that you were ungrateful. Now, if I go to a restaurant because I have a taste for steak, I want steak, I order steak, and they decide, you know what, we want to give you a burger. It's still beef, so what does it matter?
It's a steak burger.
Am I supposed to just sit here smiling, grinning like a fucking idiot? Like, well, it's still beef. I gotta be, be
No, they
grateful
want you to
for
be
it.
happy that some guy still took you out on a date.
And you know what that reminded me of? That just reminded me of a conversation this lady at work was having. Her birthday is coming up soon. She told her husband that
She's a
she
Libra
wanted
too?
to go to Belize. She said, I want to take a vacation. I want to go to Belize. And then she said, he was like, okay, yeah, we're going on vacation. And she's like, oh my God, we're going to Belize for my birthday. And he was like, no, we're actually going to go to London. And so, and you can see the disappointment. Now, she didn't really express it to him like, oh, that's not what I asked for. But when she was describing it to us, she was like, I told him that I wanted to go to
Okay.
Belize. Like, we've been to London so many
So
times. I
what
didn't really
stopped-
want to go to London.
But what stopped him? What stopped her from telling
There was
him?
no money. It's not an issue.
But that's what I'm saying. What
But-
stopped her from telling him, nigga, I don't want to go to London.
and I feel
I
like
want to
the
go
way
to
she
Belize.
described it, she might have mentioned it, but it wasn't like
She probably didn't. I don't think
You
she
can,
put
but
that.
you can clearly see the disappointment. Like she
Right.
told him exactly. They travel all the time, so you taking me here should not be an issue. The money is not a problem. Us traveling is not a problem.
He don't like her.
He literally was like, "Yeah, so we're gonna go to London," and she's like, "I asked to go to Belize, but okay." And I remember asking her, I said, "Well, are you gonna go?" And she's like, "Well, that's what he planned, so we're gonna go." And I'm just like, "That's not what
You ain't
asked
gotta
for,
go.
though."
You can stay home.
But
You can sell
That
your
just
ticket
reminded
back
me
and go
of
to
that.
Belize on your own.
I felt
Can you
bad
do
for
that?
her because when she was just, you can tell the
Can you go-
disappointment.
Can you go to Belize
Like
on your own?
that's not where she act. They've been there before. She wanted to go
Yeah.
somewhere that she didn't go before. She wanted to go to Belize. So how we end up in London?
Because maybe he knew Sean and didn't know one on the other.
All I
Oh,
ask
this
is,
is
do
dumb.
black folks have my back when the demons attack?
I really hate to be the one to tell you, but here for us, white
Okay,
folks are the
let's just-
demons.
Yeah.
I'm a be
So we
very
actually
honest with
need
you.
we actually need you more than you need us. We need
Yeah,
we
for,
need
for
good
us,
white
white
people.
folks are the demons.
Right. I'm sorry, but I'll try. I know a couple of
Yeah,
spells.
they really don't like us here.
White
But yeah,
German,
I
all-
Don't do
I
too
didn't
much.
like that.
Don't do too much now.
I didn't like that at all.
White German in all caps feel like a microaggression.
Lilo, that's what I'm like. Don't do
Depends
too
on what
much
it is
now.
and who it's from.
Yeah,
You
but
know
it's,
what? But that brings up a good point
Feels
because
Hitler-ish.
I do remember talking to like older generations when me and Teresa first had got married, and he was telling me the story about how he bought his wife a coat, and she didn't never say that she didn't like the coat. She just left it in the closet and never wore it. And he said, "I'll never buy nothing again for her."
It's like she didn't ask. That's not what she asked for.
But and then now that y'all said that, I actually thought about that. I said maybe you just didn't buy her the coat she wanted, but she didn't want to hurt your feelings by saying, "Nigga, this the wrong coat."
He got a side chick in London. I wouldn't be surprised.
And that's what I said too. He wanted to go to London
I'm
because
gonna
of something
ask her
that's going
tomorrow. I'm
on.
gonna find a way to bring it up. Like,
But
what's
and
going on
like
for
I said, I think about that. I
birthday?
think that's a lot of things is we don't actually communicate with comprehension when something is not what we like. Because, like you said, we try to be nice.
So
We don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but sometimes hurt their feelings so it sticks in their head to not make this type of mistake ever again.
So my ex-boyfriend got a fur coat as collateral from a crackhead, and I ended up with it.
Is
I
it
don't
time to
know.
go
No
She
more
got
stories.
she got 2 more videos, so we
What the
still.
fuck?
And
Yeah, I'm
How
about
is
to
a
go.
coat a collateral?
No more stories.
How's a fur coat collateral?
Hey, bro, fur coats ain't cheap.
look.
You can get at least a good 2 rocks
So,
off
and
of that.
long story short,
What did
the,
crackhead
the
get?
the coat was
Crack.
gifted to me, and I never wore the coat.
I wouldn't wear it either because I don't know where that coat been.
But it's like,
And then you put it on and somebody see it, it's like that's my mama coat. And next thing you know it, they spraying up the joint.
so it's like it was just hanging, and he thought, and it was like,
Mono.
and then it's like I don't.
Bell's palsy.
And if you asking me,
syphilis.
I would go with rabbit fur coat.
I never get if you get syphilis from a fur coat, that is a wild world you live in.
Yeah, the coke came from a crackhead. Yes, they do
It's
live in
still a wild world.
But yeah, I really think that we need to start admitting that there are limits on it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, because a fur coat from a crackhead.
Because a lot of those, it's the thought that counts. It really don't be that much thought.
It don't be thought.
Why did he not?
It don't be thought to me.
Especially for
to me,
important moments.
Yeah, to
Like,
me, when it's you can tell when it's really a thought.
You're right. I'll give it a second.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I don't feel like it's a thought that counts. It was convenience.
A thought that counts is when you produce something that you know they like that they did not expect you to get. Like if you know that the girl you talking to likes Care Bears, but y'all ain't talked about Care Bears since the very first time she said she used to have one when she was little. So you happen to be on Amazon and you go buy her a Care Bear. That's a thought that counts. If you just bought a fucking bear at the store, you just bought a fucking bear at the store because it came with the beer.
If it came with the beer, you didn't even buy it.
I didn't even say.
Kayla was.
What did I do?
When you told her to shut it down, no more stories.
No, because no.
You don't.
But that's like so. Like recently, like I am a very like when it comes to the thought that counts type person. Like that's really how I move.
Yeah.
So if it's something small or simple, it still means a lot because it's like, damn, you was really paying attention. You know what I mean? So even like, bae, that's not bae. I noticed I'm like,
that nigga just get on my nerves because he know you too well.
Yeah,
So
but it's like
he can't.
Sometimes that make it hard.
He can't pull up with bullshit because we all have high expectations with him.
but he knows me though.
That's what I'm saying. He can't come up with bullshit. He can't pull up with a fur coat. He got
from a crackhead.
I don't care where he got it
I
from.
didn't know him at all.
But knowing him, he would buy you a wrestling t-shirt or some shit like that. And he will buy the wrestler that he will buy you a Yeet shirt. And that would mean more to you than anything else.
Sometimes I feel like it's hard to shop for people that you do know.
You ordered one already? I was gonna
No,
wait till
he
I got.
bought me this.
See, he knows you. The fuck?
Sometimes I feel like
That
it's hard
it's
to
funny
shop for
how I
people
said a
that you know
wrestling
well.
shirt. That's how it went.
You can know them very well, and you just like, damn, like I don't know. The gift part is hard.
Some people it is.
Is it hard if you know me?
I mean, that's like,
Or
or I
even-
was trying to figure out what to.
It was
get
hard
me
for me to shop for Teresa.
I don't know if it was my birthday.
It's
gift
always
or
been hard for
something.
me to shop for her.
Well, we were still in that stage like of me learning you, so I didn't know what you needed.
Well, clearly, the people that did know me that you was asking didn't know me.
Yeah. So it's like
But that's my
but
fault
me,
too,
I'm
because I don't
observant.
ask for nothing.
But
And that's why
but
it's
you,
hard
but
for
see,
some
I'm one of
You
those
said
people.
that too. Like you don't.
Yeah,
That's why it's
But I'm
always
one of
hard
those
for me to
people
shop
where
for
you
Teresa. She
you
didn't
don't
want
you don't have to ask me because I observe.
Yeah.
And that's like with him, like going the past couple times that I went over, and I'm like, this nigga need a new garbage can. So what I do? I went to Target and bought him a brand new garbage can. And as simple as it was, it's just like,
That's-
man, I love this fucking garbage can. Like it's
Is it the kind where you just wave his hand across and open up on his own?
It got like the odor control, all the
Oh,
little shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's
Garbage cans
a
ain't
that's a
cheap.
great gift. If you
They're
ever
not.
want to buy something for the studio, gladly buy one of those.
Yeah. So it's like, little shit like that, or noticing like, bruh,
See, like for an example,
one day you
Are we-
go to climb in your truck and your lunches go fall out the bottom of that bag. So going on Amazon and getting them one of the lunch boxes that keep your like
right?
little shit.
Little
Or even
shit.
like back when I was fucking with one of my little yummies. You know what I'm saying? Like I got tired of every time we went somewhere. I'm like, bruh, that wallet is ass. So
Hey,
I went on
hold on.
Amazon.
Wait a
It cost me $10.
Hold on,
And
wait
he
a
was
minute.
so happy
Wallets are tricky though.
to have
'cause
this
we like
wallet.
what we like.
No, his shit
Certain
was,
wallets we like our wallets.
he needed it. And he just kept forgetting to get him one.
Like,
And
for
I
an
finally got him,
example,
and he was like, man, like, and he appreciated it just because he like you paying attention. Like, cause he wasn't even saying it like, damn, can you give me a wallet? It was just like, damn, man, I gotta give me a new wallet. This motherfucker,
right?
like,
He's paying attention. You listen.
you know
Just
what I'm
like
saying?
how the white German Canadian guy, if we ever knew him and it was his birthday, I would buy him a chess set because he likes playing chess. Paying attention.
Why you keep capitalizing?
I don't know, and that's what they keep pointing out. Like, why are you like he's trying to? I think he's trying to troll us and make us get upset that he's doing. He just doesn't say we don't care.
They don't seem like he trolling. I think
A
it's a
black
genuine.
man.
Like he's
From
emphasizing
Ghana
race, like it's supposed to. But we don't care.
is brilliant.
You supposed to take your free. See, he got Leela. He just wanted to rouse out of somebody. We don't care. We'll run with it.
Take your
Yeah. So
I don't know. What about it?
I still got 2 more videos
Sit here, I'm like, maybe
to
I'm
go.
reading it wrong.
His comment was under.
We're actually gonna go with the last video first. Yep.
I'm a mother, so when a guy's like, ooh, let me go over, like, I don't care if your kid's there, like, I'll wait till they're asleep. Dude, I'll tell you what, I'm a mother, so when a guy's like, ooh, let me go over, like, I don't care if your kid's there, like, I'll wait till they're asleep. Blocked. Done. Like, what the f you mean you gonna wait for my kid to be asleep? Hell.
Yeah, real fucking quick.
That's the instant turn off.
So
trying to fuck you while you're awake.
so
No, I love you. I'm a dumb Canadian.
I'm like, oh.
He's all to the I love you. There need to be more love in this world. I don't know what white German Canadian love looks like. That is a wild combination.
Fergie once asked where's the love, but we never answered.
So she said,
It's
damn, there
Fergie.
was a song.
she said, wait till my kid go to-
Ain't that it?
So Kayla, would you have a problem with a man who was like, I wait till your kids to go to sleep to slide through?
Is it a man that I just like start dealing with, or
See,
one that we got history?
Well, based on the way she told that,
We based on the video.
based on the video,
She didn't base it.
well,
did
based
she?
on the video, it has to be less than 3 weeks.
It's a hell no for me. That's no.
Why y'all want to go to people's houses and got kids?
You'll be surprised how many men are like comfortable saying that. Like I had a guy even be like, "Oh, you know, I want to hang out, I want to see you," and I'm like, "No, like I'm spending time with my son." Like, "Oh, I'll come spend time with you all." No, you won't.
Nah, they don't. A lot of
Like
they
what?
don't understand
No.
boundaries.
Like I don't just let random men in my home. Like I don't let men in my home at all. Like
There's a
my
lot of
kid
women
is
that don't
here.
do that. I know a lot of women that will not. They can be dating a dude for almost a year and he has never been over by their house.
I mean, it's especially not up front. If we got history and I trust you, like, yeah, but if my child is up moving around, he can't tell you that he's seen a man in my house at all.
How long will you
now
date?
once he go to sleep, then it's fair.
Well, you
game.
got a grown
Freak
ass.
off?
You got a grown ass man,
Right,
too,
because-
though,
But I
so-
also feel like at his age, it also gets harder.
right. I was saying you got a grown ass man.
So it's like, well, no,
so-
you can't come over here, but I can go. But I can go.
and
to
in
yours.
that case, that makes sense.
But it's also kind of weird too because it's like then you got to come home with that walk of shame.
Is it a
And
shame?
he like,
Is it
"Well,
shame?
where you going?
It's only shame if it was bad.
Right. Like how you he
Wasn't
gotta,
bad.
he gotta realize I got here somehow. My mom is fucking.
But I feel like it's also weird because it's like unspoken.
And eventually
No,
he
hold
gonna
on.
start fucking.
No, but one. Let's keep it a buck. Do you want to have to get up and go to the bathroom and hear your mom getting cracked like a
Bro,
taco?
he got a sister that's how old? He know what's going on.
But do you want to hear it?
I don't know. That's Noah's problem. My room.
You see what I'm saying? You put that over there.
Noah competing too. He beating his meat. They beating each other like it's all.
If
fair
your
game.
brother
What the
beating his
hell?
meat while your mom's getting her cheek beat, I really need you to check that nigga into something.
What the hell's going on in his house?
I don't know.
I've
I'm
look.
my business.
Why is the mom and dad down on the first floor anyway? Why is you up on the top floor with everybody else?
Look,
Don't invite your.
I have been traumatized on
Yes,
multiple
exactly,
occasions.
Lilo. Let me offer. Don't no. Mm-mm.
I feel like honestly, a woman should.
She
be
said, first of all,
be the
let
one
me
to
offer up my
initiate
crib. Don't
first time
invite
to
your
get cracked.
goofy ass over here, bro. You will get shot. Drop his
Yeah.
phone.
I always feel like the woman should be the one who initiates you coming to crack her taco, no matter where it's at.
So the video itself is not the problem because there's nothing wrong with what she said. It was the comments.
It's always the
the
comment.
comments. There are so many
There's a child
men
involved.
in these comments who are attacking. They're attacking her looks. They're attacking her for being a single mom. They're attacking her weight. All of this because she said,
But your mama fat and you
don't come over here. Don't come over here talking about some you finna come
Ain't no water
chilling
in
at
the
my
fridge.
crib while my kids is here.
Oh yeah.
Only because I forgot the order.
And then you have they be so thirsty to say shit about
Right.
women that they
Right
completely
situation
miss the
threw
point
me
of the
off.
video. One said, if you were a real mother, you wouldn't want any random guy to meet your kids. What the fuck did
Like,
she just say?
That's the whole
Just
thing she's
said that.
saying.
See, this is
Regardless if the kid go to sleep or not, you don't want no
this
random
why
guy
y'all
in
don't
your
survive
house.
in a grocery store because clearly you don't read.
You see why I didn't want no niggas to be a part of the first topic? When women get to talking, bro, mind your business.
Mind your
That shit
black
brings
on
to- even if there is no child, I did not invite you.
Don't
Like,
invite
I'm not
you.
about to just be like, hey, you want to come over? No, you don't need to.
Niggas don't think with nothing but
That
they
is
dicks.
creepy. Especially in the world that we live in today as a man. That just would not be how the conversation leads for me.
And as a
I'm not
man, you
inviting
shouldn't want to
myself
go
over.
by
I'm not
some woman house you never been.
anything about your in the world that we live in today. I am going to automatically think, sorry, that you're trying to murder me. Probably.
And
Why you want to come to my house?
You have
I'm
the right to
sorry.
think that, but at the same time, as a man, you should not want to go over by someone's house that you haven't gotten to know better. Because for all
I
you know,
might
nigga,
rob
you can get set up.
I might actually rob you. So why you
Exactly.
coming over here? You don't know me.
You don't know how many brothers, uncles she got.
I literally might rob you.
Scary.
And you setting yourself, but it is scary times. You really have to vet people and be very
Big fact. You don't know what
and careful about who you let know where you lay your head.
Exactly.
Especially when there are children involved.
Especially when there are kids involved.
Especially like, no, you're not. No, you can't come over here. You don't need to know where I live.
Like, oh,
None of that.
I'm a big nigga. She can't take me. It's not her. You got to worry about, my guy.
Okay, she rejected a guy just because he wanted to be with her after the kids are asleep. I see nothing wrong with that. She's a red flag anyway because she can't get out of her own way when it comes down to finding and keeping a new man.
What's that got to do with
How
that?
did he get all of that? How did that last part come from this short clip? Was this clip longer?
It couldn't have been.
How did you get?
Single moms always have the highest standards because she don't want you around her kids.
She got a lot to lose. Like, I don't
This
understand.
single mom, if I the highest you when it comes to my kid, you damn right.
These can't be real people.
These real people.
Like at the end of the day, like
bots,
it don't be
AI.
no logic in the thought process.
So because I'm niggas be don't
Niggas want
so goddamn
niggas
irritating,
who don't
man.
have
Then you have
nothing
people
to
like, well, like she have options, like attacking her. And it's like
have options.
y'all feel like y'all get mad, and that's why, because y'all know me. And I commented and I said, the comments are exactly why I preach to women that men's opinions are not to be taken seriously. They contradict themselves at every turn, and it will always be a double-edged sword with them. They're constantly attacking her now for not wanting to entertain men in her home while her kids are there. But if she did have him over, they call her trifling and a bad mom. They continuously get on these apps and tell women to so-called choose and pick better. But when they see her doing that, they attack her for having a standard. They don't truly want women to choose better men because it would exclude them. They only say that when they want to attempt to shame a woman for something the guy has done to her. Stay safe, ladies, and praises to the men who are nothing like what I just described.
The comments are the reason why she don't want them at her house.
That I'm like that person said everything that I was literally
The
getting ready to
comments
say.
are the reason why she don't want them.
That was my comment that I left.
Okay, see, my sister, you think like me.
That's why.
See, and this is why I am sad I have 2 daughters.
But when I tell you, like, the majority of the comments is like, it is ridiculous. Like, how are y'all mad at her about this? How is what she said a
But
bad
like
thing?
you said, because that excludes them. By her having standards, it takes you off the table, and now you feel like you are less of a man because someone who doesn't want you to begin with is now not even considering you as a possible option. These are the same niggas who got highly upset and getting their chest when women started using the road and didn't need you fuck niggas to come over by their house at 2:00 in the morning no more.
With mediocre dick.
She'll be 55 years old and single.
She probably got a boyfriend now.
You know what
And what is so wrong with that?
I just don't understand why niggas just like, why y'all want to be where like y'all not
Now
even
won't
wanted?
it? Right.
Like if you looking for a specific, if you looking for the hoes, there's a section of life where they're just hoes.
Just hoes.
Now, once you get to the battlefield of hoes, you have to realize that these hoes still women at the end of the day, which means they still gonna be picking and choosing.
Who they
Just
hoeing
because
for.
they giving out pussy don't mean they giving it to you.
And that
But
be
the
the
sad part about it all that I feel like they're looking over is the fact that this is a mother protecting her child.
I don't want to be no.
And y'all-
Shout out to Ray. Ray Ruiz. Shout out to, he said, you know, men, they get super triggered whenever a woman sets boundaries, won't bend them, and isn't afraid to kick a dude to the curb that doesn't respect that. Many men want traditional or feminine women, and a woman who sets boundaries and calls out guys for being a dick does not fit their idea. But I raised my daughters to not give a crap what insecure guys find appealing. If guys like that weakness, they can just hook up with each other. Shout out to you, Ray.
and a lot of them do.
Because I shared a video in a group about niggas hooking up with each other, and that's nasty business.
I read that.
That's nasty work.
That was a lot.
How you got a group chat of you
I
and your
didn't even finish.
homeboy?
I didn't even finish the video.
You and your homeboys are butt buddies in this group chat.
And everybody got HIV.
Except for one dude.
I didn't even go that far.
Yeah, one dude came back clean.
I heard
But
it.
her baby daddy. is
Wait, what?
down bad.
I stopped watching when she said he broke her jaw, and she woke up and the house
that
was a
wasn't-
mess. After that, I turned it off.
That wasn't funny, but like your girl, your baby mama catch you
And she was
cheating,
pregnant, wasn't she?
and she out you for being gay, and the first thing you thought
It's
of
break her jaw.
was let me crack this bitch in the face.
And then destroy her
Just-
house, and she woke up on the bathroom floor with a broke jaw.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have to go watch. It was a lot.
Oh, it's a video I shared in the group, and she was like, she found out that not only was her baby daddy gay or bisexual, however you want to phrase it, but he had AIDS because he had a secret group chat of him and his
Best
him and three-
friends. It
him
was-
and
they
three
were
of
his best friends.
They were fucking each other.
And it was a
And
group chat, and
it
they
was a
finding
group
out they
chat,
had
and they found out they all
HIV.
had AIDS.
That's nasty work.
And-
Yeah,
that's
literally.
nasty
And when
work.
like he,
So
he-
she said she started throwing up
right.
and
So he
crying
walked
and
in to
screaming.
check on her to
He
see
said, "Oh my
what's
God,
wrong.
what's wrong?"
He noticed that she had his phone in
She
her
showed
hand.
it to him.
He fired her.
Broke her jaw, left her on the bathroom floor.
He's
And
like,
you've been laughing the entire time. Like, that was funny.
It's not-
Destroyed her house. Destroyed the house. and
He's
she
a horrible
woke up.
human
it's
being.
not funny, but it's just like the thought of like most niggas when they
He
get,
knocked her
baby,
unconscious.
please. You know, you go to beg and some shit. And his first instance was like, knock all this shit over and leave. Like, what?
He knocked her unconscious, and she woke
Like-
up, and he was
like,
gone.
fam,
The house
what
was
you
trash,
on?
and her jaw was broke.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just
And I
reminded me.
thought she was. I think she was pregnant.
It reminded me of that clip with like Dave Chappelle when he be like, and they be in the office, he just knock everything over. Get it. I will show you the gift, but that's what I thought.
So when he went to court and he had to get away
That
real
was just
quick.
a lot going on in that clip.
That's Juan. Where do you
Yeah.
find these videos at, bro? I need you to reset your
I
algorithm.
just scroll on Facebook.
As long as it ain't just
Yes.
shaking ass like it was before,
No,
I think we
that's-
should let
that's-
him be.
Because
That's-
y'all shamed him.
Hold on, I'm gonna
reserved
go
for-
to the comments.
That's reserved for Dino.
Lilo said it just gives creepy to invite yourself to my crib, and we just started talking. Move. Britt said, even if there is no child, I did not invite you.
Period.
Most of the men folk don't even have a pot to piss in that's their own. That's why they want to tiptoe towards your stability.
It's homosexual season.
It is. Britt says they would slander her if she would claim she had no problem with a man coming over. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. These commenters are pathetic. Yeah, it's like it's really, really, really bad. Like it's crazy. Now again,
Yeah, I can cook.
What?
I can feed myself.
now
Our
our
probably believe we cook when we want to.
Right. It's the motherfuckers who can't cook.
That'd be always
When
the
you said
loudest
somebody
one
can't
talking.
cook, I said, can you cook? Like a
Yes,
full meal.
Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't because I don't have.
I'm not talking about the pot pie.
It's not required of me to cook.
No, I've
full
never
meals.
known you to do anything like deep fryer, yeah, but like to actually cook, I've literally never known that. So I was legitimately asking.
Yeah, I can cook. I just chose not to.
Cause like my mom, like we know, like my mom, the only thing that she would like cook is like lasagna or like fried like chicken or pork chops, like shit like that. Everything else is just heating. My mom's a heater.
Ain't
Okay.
nothing wrong with that.
She peels that corner of film back on whatever little dinner
Yo,
is going
wait,
in the oven.
Auntie can't make,
Entrees.
like mashed potatoes on the stove. She can't whip it with the fork.
Well, yeah, she do that to go with the peel back dinner. So like Salisbury steak and
Don't
instant
sleep.
potatoes.
Don't shame Salisbury steak, bro. That's how we grew
I'm
up.
not shaming Salisbury
But
steak.
she
I'm
talk-
just saying
she talking
my,
about-
my mom is not
We're
my
not
mom
talking
is
about
not
what
a
she
cook.
eating. It's the level of.
Oh,
It's
bro.
her skill set.
It's the
If-
fact that my mom will go in the kitchen and put on her green apron like she's really about to cook some shit and get herself dirty when it's just a banquet dinner.
She's level 2
But
on the
you know what,
Sims.
though?
Meanwhile, Thanksgiving is in a couple of weeks. Who's going to be making Thanksgiving dinner? It is going to be me. I'm going to have to make dressing. I'm going to have to make turkey breasts. I'm going to have to make ham and yams and
dressing.
fucking
Well, if you want
roast and everything else.
If you want to come,
But what
and sit,
she
you can
is-
come help me cook.
But what she's going to do,
What you gotta cook?
Everything.
On Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
I'm usually in charge of just like frying chicken.
It's a skill set for him.
Absolutely, my chicken is fucking amazing.
On the Sims,
I feel
he's
like
level
you was
10.
gonna roll your eyes.
On the Sims,
Don't
he's
do
level
that.
10.
you know what? I will forever give this nigga grace on frying chicken because he was in the back
at
at
Pick and Save.
and everybody know how good pick and save chicken is. So this was a nigga making pick and save chicken.
Oh, you was frying chicken at Piggy's
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, okay.
He's the reason why 76 was on and popping for years.
Enough said.
Hey, who got you fired? Because I still want to fade him.
Old black lady.
She can catch this work too.
Old black lady.
I'm 40 now, so technically I'm an old black lady. So I feel like
I'm an old black lady.
so I feel like she can catch these hands.
But I felt like because she was doing that.
Yeah.
So she
like,
took
when-
you out to get the
when
heat off
you
of her.
doing dirt, you gotta snitch on somebody else.
That's always how you get fired.
Somebody else gets
Every
caught.
job that you get fired from, somebody got caught doing the same shit and told on you. Have you not noticed that pattern?
You gotta tell them
Pick your
Every
friends better.
time.
I didn't know like what
Work
they-
alone.
But see, here's the crazy part: like I wasn't in cahoots with this bitch.
You don't have to be.
So,
It's like
right,
if I
don't-
gotta if I get in trouble for doing it, he was doing it too.
but we wasn't doing the same shit.
So she just dimed you out.
Yeah, like for her to snitch, like I don't even know what she actually told on me about.
It was enough to
Because
take
they
you out.
didn't explain that. They just told me what they like had on me, which was basically shit I knew I was eventually gonna get fired for. I was still in town.
Oh, that's yeah.
I knew I was
You
gonna
gotta
get
let you go
popped
for
that
that.
eventually.
Yeah, that's different.
I got off work at
I don't think she
fucking
told
9
on you.
o'clock, and I stopped working at 9 o'clock, and I'm riding the fucking motor cart around the store for an hour until it's time to punch out. I knew I was going down eventually.
Oh no, your time sheet just didn't add up. That's all it was.
I was still in all kind of fucking time.
They were probably getting ready to redo the schedule and realized that you was on the schedule for 10 to 10 and you wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, but I don't.
Maybe she didn't snitch on
She
it.
snitched about me giving away food.
And it's
But
funny
at
because
that
it's
point
like
in time,
I
they
do
didn't
know
care.
men that cook, but honestly, men who cook are annoying.
Because they think that because they cook, they on a whole nother levels. They think they better.
Yeah,
You
it's
supposed
like
to bend over backwards for them.
You know, I really don't.
because you will have
Well, now my brothers, them might be the
well,
only men I
like
know
my
that cook.
like my pops.
My brothers
But
cook.
it's like
That's true.
when you have men who cook, it's annoying because no, it's not sassy. It's just annoying because it's like when you have people, well, people in general who think that they cook better than everybody, it makes it difficult because it's like if you cook, they complaining because they always feel like they could have done it better. They don't want to go out to eat because they feel like they cook better than all the restaurants. So it's like it's really annoying to deal with. So if I would never date a guy who his profession or even a hobby is for him to be a chef because I already know what kind of attitude you go have, and that's gonna piss me off.
Really?
Because that's like with my pops, it's like he get
uncle is a
he get
chef. I'm trying to
offended.
think, do he act like that?
Like he get offended when it's certain shit that the girls or my mom or like that they might like better of mine or of mom's or whoever better than his, because he feel like he's the cook of the house. Everybody's supposed to think that all of his shit is number one, and it's not.
And see, my uncle is not like that. The only thing that he's gonna get offended by is if we go out to a restaurant and you order a steak and you ask for steak sauce, all you'll hear is like, "Excuse me, what did you ask for?" That's when he gonna get offended.
Hey, nigga, if I
Other
want
than
steak
that,
sauce
he
on
not
my
gonna say
steak,
nothing.
let me get steak sauce on my steak.
A1.
That's the only time you'll ever see him get offended. Anything else, he ain't gonna say nothing.
Is A1 even good? Because why would you call it A1 if it's not really all that great?
Well,
I
A1 is good, but I like mine.
I used to love A1 as a kid, but now I don't eat any sauce on my steak because I don't need to.
I don't
Back
even get it
then,
with her, she judged.
but if I want steak on my sauce,
I
She'll
sure the
judge,
fuck
she'll
do.
judge. When we went to the steakhouse on a cruise ship, I feel like I was this close.
How did you get your steak?
And they was like,
No,
"Would you
I
like
got it.
any
I don't
whatever,
get no
whatever?"
well done. No, I
The
don't get no
eyebrow
well
went
done.
up, and I glared across the table like, "Bitch, don't you embarrass
I
me."
say no, it's fine. And
Don't
it ended
you
up coming
fucking
with
embarrass
some
me.
kind of like chimichurri,
I
like.
definitely got sick of them dirty looks. Was like, well done. What the fuck? Like, you know
But
what?
now your life changed, ain't it?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try Joe.
No, I ain't. I said, who finna chew on? No.
nah, well done is so just
Well done,
disrespectful.
And it hurt.
That count
it
died for
hurt
no
me
reason.
so-
And I'm actually probably gonna start going down even lower.
Not
Give me
medium
one
well is
lower.
Cool.
Maybe even a medium.
No, I ain't
Yeah,
It depends on who cook it.
I was like, it
Because
depends.
medium is perfect depending on where
Who
you are.
cook-
Like
yeah.
some people is, you know,
Medium is tricky.
but
motherfuckers be talking about they like they steak still moving and shit.
and it also
Yeah,
depends
it can't
on
be that
how
bad.
thick the steak is. So like if you going, y'all drunk, like how when we used to come from mix and shit, and we end up at a George Webb somewhere and I order a steak and eggs. I can't tell this motherfucker give me a steak medium because the motherfucker cook in 2 minutes because it's so fucking thin. It's always gonna be well done.
That's a fact.
Because it's too thin.
Why are you ordering steak at George Webb's anyway?
Because I like
At
steak and eggs when I've
And I
been
think
drinking.
when we was
2:00 in
on
the
the cruise,
morning.
I asked for medium well, but I honestly think it was a little under.
Because Biggie said you gotta get the T-bone
Yeah,
steak.
because that shit tastes.
And
like
that
garbage.
hurt my because that steak was fucking amazing, but you know I wasn't feeling so my appetite and shit.
When we
George
went
Webb's.
to Rodizio, one of those cuts of meat that they give you is like damn near still mooing, and that was the one that I didn't like. Not because it just didn't taste, it didn't have no flavor.
Meat.
It was like red, and my mind was just playing tricks on me.
Why you didn't
I
tell
think
them
it
to
was
go?
a tri-tip.
Why
Speaking
you
of that,
didn't tell
we
them
do
to
for
go on the
Outback
cook
Crib.
cook side? They ask you because they ask you
I
what
don't
side you
remember.
was one you
I
want.
think they only gave it to me once, and I didn't want it again.
Because that's how my
I don't
mom.
think if I had knew that, I would have got it again. But I just tried it once. I didn't get it.
Oh yeah,
I
because
think
that's
it
how
was
my
a-
mom is.
I think it was a tri-tip.
Yeah, because they know everybody don't eat their meat the same. So my mom, she always gets the more done side, and me
Yeah.
and the girls, we get the medium.
Yeah, I'm good with a medium well, but that was
Oh
too-
no, Tika got to kill this.
Yeah,
So we
but-
don't
back
do
to
that.
them.
But speaking of niggas being niggas in comments,
Probably gonna be here in the daytime, but
yes.
figure it out.
But speaking of men being men in comments, we are going to get on our last video and topic for tonight.
Reason why I popped your balloon, and it was because you say that you have a history of domestic violence, and it's not okay for me. So I had to pop your balloon for that reason.
I'm working on it, and
Absolutely.
that I have different methods of dealing with situations, but it wasn't like physical with a woman. It's just like I said, break things.
You said mean things. Yeah, stop right there.
He said he mean. Wait. You said he said mean. He said I break things,
Yeah,
or did he say I mean?
he probably breaks things.
I think he said he break things. You could play it one more time. It wasn't that long.
He took it.
I have a reason why I popped your balloon, and it was because you say that you have a history of domestic violence, and it's not okay for me. So I had to pop your balloon for that reason.
I'm working on it, and
Absolutely.
that I have different methods of dealing with situations, but it wasn't like physical with a woman. It's just like I said, break things.
He said I break things.
I feel like that's open and shut.
Yeah. So you have men in the comments like, so do women change the order or just the so-called checklist? He told the truth as well as show his vulnerable side, which is what I hear many women say they want.
I feel like there are huge deal breakers
Why y'all worried about the past? Stop
I
being
feel like
insecure. It
domestic
was his
violence
past
is
that had
like-
nothing to do with you.
It
Because
was your past. But here's the thing: what I'm listening to is that I've never been, and this topic is always tricky for me. What I hear you say is that, oh, I've never been physical with a woman. I break things. Oh, okay.
You
So
mean
that
you-
it sounds like to me, this is the beginning. So in my mind,
you don't have.
am
your
I going to
emotions
be the
in
woman
check.
that you're going to decide to finally get physical with?
You don't have your emotions in check, my guy.
Like,
And then you have,
and I'm just supposed to take that risk? Like, no. Sorry, not doing it. Yes, kudos to you for being honest.
Damn, Juan.
But that's a problem.
We started the show talking about I'm glad that men are not in the comments as these women have conversations about women thing, and then the rest of the damn show is men being dumb. She set us up.
let's be honest
She
here.
made it feel safe.
Let's be honest here.
Oh,
We
please.
we never give black men grace on admitting to being something such as abusive, verbal, physical, non-physical, etc.
Grace.
The fact that he expressed that is growth on his part. Women,
I
yes,
agree with her.
protect yourselves at all
Grace.
times, but from someone like this, but the fact that he put it out there is what is supposed to happen more often so that women can decide if they want to rock with bro or not. I do pray and also know God will send him the right one. Just keep working on you, bro, and keep elevating to become better. As a community, even though Shorty said no, I do encourage us to uplift brothers that are honest about their lives, especially in this space, so that we nurture our people and not downplay them for growing up, no matter the past. If they show signs of growth, give grace to that because you would want it done to you. Now,
Okay. I love how a show that is basically speed dating on crack now somehow turned into a TED talk. She clearly said, you had a history with domestic violence. I can't rock with that. Cool. Move on. But all of a sudden, we supposed to like get mad at her for not choosing him. That's stupid. It's a fucking show where it's just like, hey, I don't like the color of your shoes. I'm out.
I mean, but the comment you just read was valid.
It was a valid deep. That was a TED talk. That was a deep think tank. We
He
crit.
gave her the opportunity. He gave her the choice. Like, look,
But my
bro,
thing
this
is
what I-
that also shows to me it's your priorities probably should be a little bit more in check because you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
I
shouldn't, but
you
yeah.
shouldn't be there.
We don't
Like,
also know how long ago that was. He didn't get. I don't think he got a chance to say if he even goes to therapy about it. Like we don't know how in depth it went, but at the same time, he already got his balloon pop. We don't care.
we
no more.
never give black men grace on admitting to being something such as abusive. That's the part that's tripping me up. That part could have been left out.
That could
Because
definitely be left
after
out.
you lost as
He
soon as you said
admits
I didn't hear
that.
nothing else.
He
And I heard
admits that
everything else
and
but
says,
that.
"Oh, I'm working on myself. I'm whatever." And then he decides later on down the line to bust her in her shit. Who is everybody gonna jump on about?
You gonna jump on her for
'Cause
giving
she
him
shoulda chose better.
because she knew already that he had a history. So
My ex, who I told y'all all of that shit about earlier at the beginning of the show, I was the first in line. Every person who he has dated after me has needed a restraining order on that man.
Damn, you know what? Same story. Yep.
And
With my,
and,
with my,
and
in my
I
last
think about
relationship with the DV situation. Yeah, now that you say that.
every person after me has
Yep.
needed a restraining order on him. And I
There's
feel
2 or
like
3 court cases
for
right
me,
in jail
because
time.
the police guilt tripped me about calling the police. Well, you know, and it's black men because it was a black cop. It's black men or whatever. And because what he did was technically strong arm robbery. Like he assaulted me and he took my wallet from me. And he talked me out of pressing charges against him because he's like, well, you know, and this will always follow him, and this will be this and this that, and
was
it's
my
just a whatever.
ex-mom in
And
court.
now,
You got these white people in my son's business.
and
Oh,
now,
okay.
and I regret that
Forget the reason
because
why we here.
giving him that pass left a path open for him to terrorize every woman
Because
after me.
once they see that they can get away with it and there's no punishment for it, it's literally going to continue.
So now every case he has always has a domestic abuse repeater modifier added to it.
Yes, I noticed that. I feel like back when I went through what I was going through, I didn't see that back then. So I don't know if that's like it's some type of different charge or some type of way that they.
But mine was
put it on
2010.
CCAT.
Mine was 2010.
Hmm.
But yeah, so now every time he does something, there's a domestic abuse repeater as a modifier to the charges that he has.
So it's like, yeah, you were honest. Great, thanks, because that let me know that I'm not gonna deal with you. But as far as giving you grace and I don't feel like she was penalizing him for being honest. She had a preference. He could very well meet a woman that's like, oh, okay, well, you didn't actually hit nobody, so we can try it out. It's cool. Like he might meet somebody that's cool with that. But she had a preference, and her preference was to not deal with a nigga that has a domestic violence history.
And people are like, that's not domestic violence according to the court systems. Yes, it is. Breaking property and all of that shit still counts under domestic violence.
Because once breaking property don't do shit for you, then that's when the hands gonna get the going, and yeah, like it's gonna escalate from there. That's usually how it goes.
Look, the very next comment, he was honest, but when breaking things isn't enough, it'll be breaking a woman. That was the very next comment.
You only supposed to break a bitch pockets, bro, not her face.
I feel like when it comes to domestic violence,
Was I wrong?
at least in my experience, it starts somewhere at the lower end and it escalates. It's like I'm gonna start verbally, I might start mentally, I might start breaking things, I might start messing stuff up around the house, and then when that's not enough, now I'm gonna start putting my hands on you. Like it's going to escalate.
Y'all tell us to stop ignoring red flags and then try to tell us that this red flag is yellow.
If it was anything higher than red, that's what that would have been. And she literally was like, no 6 flags for me. I'm going on to the next person. And y'all like, see, you didn't give him a chance. You didn't give him no grace. Oh, okay. So she might have just saved her life, you know.
I'm gonna give you a chance
the craziness.
How about put me in the ground? Honestly,
the craziest part are the men in the comments who are trying to compare domestic violence to body count.
Niggas be reaching harder than battle rappers when they be trying to make a point.
But honestly, this is not even funny. It's sad as hell because it really shows how our society, they don't take domestic violence serious enough until it's too late.
It's really
it's laughable. It's he just did it one time. It's cool. That's just how we like. No, that shit is not cool. And these comments just show how unserious people are about a very serious thing.
Let a one time my daughter come home.
So I mean, shout out to her. It sounds like she chose herself in her life. Hey, I mean, best of luck to you and your journey. But
my journey, I ain't never.
No. I'm talking about him. No, I'm talking about him. Like, best of luck to you and your journey. But this shit not for me.
I thought about it, but I ain't had to.
Yeah, that just.
I put a hole in the wall,
bro. Why are you there? Like you didn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like
you said, I'm working on it. So that means that you were still at a point where you can be triggered.
That's what I was saying about the priorities. You should not be here.
I feel like his bro was like, "Hey fam, I got this speed dating thing I'm finna do. You want to get down?" He was like, "Yeah, cool. I'm always down to meet some girls."
But I want to know
he
how.
Feel like that wasn't like nobody probably would have thought like, "Hey, do you hit women?" Will come up.
I wonder what led up to that. Like, what led up to him admitting to that? Like, what was the
I was
conversation?
gonna say, that don't sound like a conversation.
Like,
where did that come from?
His bro hit him with the opportunity.
It could have been a question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She could have asked.
He didn't think that this was going to be a part of the screening process. Then,
like, I give him credit for admitting
somebody
that.
in the room.
Yeah, like you were honest. Great.
Ask him if he hit girls.
So his boy set him up.
Which to me is a valid question. Do you have a history of domestic violence?
Because that would be something that I would have to ask just because of my history.
Yes,
I would have to ask, like, do you have a history of domestic violence? I would have to ask that question because I need to know. Is you nuts? Do you leave gas cans on bitches' porches? Do you buzz out their fucking windshields and flatten their tires? Do you harass them?
You'd be like, yeah, man, I'm prone to clothesline a bitch or two. You know.
saying? It's what it is.
You
what it
know?
To me,
is.
it's a valid question because then it's
You
a
catch
no
this.
for me.
You catch these hands.
It was one time in band.
It's a
camp, I
huge
catch
deal.
stalking.
breaker.
If my
I don't
dinner
care-
not
I don't
done
care
on
how
time.
much I like. No, I'm done. Thanks, because I'm not gonna be the next one. Sorry,
Sorry,
Yeah, and it's
Eddie.
like it, and then
and I
it,
pray nobody else is, but no.
I don't think I could get that mad.
yeah, and it's like, and
You don't
here's the
think it, so
thing: you see how we see cat people, right?
Mhm.
I have. The
It's not
patience of
it's
a
not an
child.
indicator that I was the first person that he was abusive towards. I was probably just the first person that went to the cops about it because I was on probation and I couldn't take that risk. I had to have a paper trail.
Yeah, that's true.
So, because I don't feel like this behavior just came out of nowhere, especially because it continued long
And
after me.
CCAP is how I found out that it continued after me. Like, oh,
Yeah,
it keeps happening. So clearly, this is a problem here.
yeah. So it just kills me that there are always angry men in the comments of women making wise decisions, because when they don't make wise decisions, all y'all do is criticize them and say y'all should have chose better.
And
Y'all
cl-
should have
and
picked
clearly
better.
she
But then when they
chose.
do that, is y'all don't give men grace. Oh, you don't deserve to make no choice and have a standard
So I
because you
give
look like
him-
this or you weigh this much or whatever. Shut your
So I
bald
give him
head broke
grace.
ass up.
I give him grace. We move forward together, and then the domestic
Bam,
violence.
right in the kisser.
Literally.
I'm sorry.
Literally.
Now, what y'all saying in the comments now?
You gotta be.
He
This nigga-
told you
this
that
nigga
he
done
beat
whip my-
bitches. That was
You
your
got-
fault.
You gotta be Peter. You gotta be.
But
like,
no,
you gotta be
he
Peter
no,
that
he
fight the
didn't. He
chicken.
didn't say he hit people. He said he broke stuff. And what the fuck did you think he was gonna break next? That was your fault.
You know what? It's never the same type of nigga on both sides of those conversations. It always be like a completely different batch of niggas that be complaining.
No, it don't. That be the crazy part. It be the same. That's why I'm saying it be a double-edged sword because it's, and I have watched this, especially if anybody is in the Rain Report podcast group. I
Not
will
even
watch.
podcast anymore.
I will
That's a
watch
nasty group.
the set. I will
It's almost
watch.
like you know when certain posts go up, who's coming.
Yes, all the
Like,
time.
You. It's almost like you can time
All
it
the
to a
time.
T.
It'll be Marshall Duke, Eris Garner,
Image.
Robert Claybrooks,
Damn.
Emmett Real,
Damn.
Marquise or Marcus Claiborne.
Damn.
I know who's coming.
The fact that you know.
I know
The
who's
fact
fucking
that
coming.
collectively
How are they
we
like
know
the
as a
women
unit.
hate?
And on my
Avengers?
page is gonna be the Marquand Baker dude.
Damn.
And he don't. He we're not even
Never
friends. He just
showed-
follows
That is weird to me.
Why do they hate women?
and act like they because they didn't choose better, but they always telling motherfuckers to choose better because had they chose better, then we wouldn't have this issue.
Damn,
Because
Juan.
I made a post about that.
They be making us
um,
look good, one.
Man, I swear to God.
Like
they
all
do.
we gotta do is just sit back and just
I'll be chilling.
be us and we win.
Cause niggas out here is woo.
We ain't gotta do no
And I
work.
be dating big girls. So
Tone be out here.
I'm afraid of
Tone be out here
domestic
what?
You be out here dating. What big
Cause,
girls?
I
cause
date
I
one
will
person.
be so
You
afraid
gonna
that
get your
like
ass whooped?
yeah, like if I got on some bully shit, try to punch her, and then it don't go my way, and now I gotta explain not only to like my family that I was being a fuck nigga and beating on my girl, but my girl done whooped my ass. I don't want to have that
That's the
conversation
only
with
time I ever
nobody.
fought a nigga in my life. You get tired enough. Oh yeah, we
I don't-
fighting, nigga.
I don't want to have that conversation with nobody.
So I made a post a couple of days ago, and I said, fellas,
What happened to your glasses?
as unwed men,
She whipped my ass.
fellas,
You know once your glasses come off, Juan,
as
then you can't-
unwed men who regularly tell women you should have picked or chosen better and that men control marriage, why aren't you married to any of the women you chose prior to now? Or why are you divorced from the woman you did choose for marriage? I feel as experts in mate choosing, you all should have picked the perfect women to be married to. So I'm curious as to what the issue is and how it's possible you didn't know those women weren't right for you out the gate.
Because they didn't shut the fuck up.
Well, 'cause after 10 years, that bitch stopped behaving.
Oh, so people change. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Supposed to.
Because they make it seem like
She changes shit she wasn't.
what they make
Don't
it
do that,
seem
Will.
like when we pick people, they don't change. They're automatically like that from the beginning. There's no possible way that once we date someone that they can change into some bullshit later on down the line. So that must only apply to y'all then.
I don't know. I think Rocky said everybody changes. After he beat Ivan Drago.
So someone commented.
Shut up, Juan.
He said it.
And he said,
watched the movie.
He said, marriage isn't a man's goal in general. I said, if marriage isn't a man's goal in general, then why would he constantly be speaking on why women aren't married as if a woman's worth rests on marriage? Why would they care and try to shame women for not being married while not wanting to be married to women anyway? That makes no sense.
That's gay.
See, that's why, like, it's some conversations niggas should really mind their business on. If you not, that's why when I see niggas talking about girlfriends and having significant, I don't even speak because ain't no bitches that even like me.
That's
right
why
now.
you need to cut the internet
I
off
be
every
chilling.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Like I just watch it and see it, I'll be like, okay, cool.
Social media needs to deactivate every Tuesday and Thursday.
Like it should just cut off.
Just cut off,
man.
Every Tuesday and Thursday.
I think for longer.
But
I see y'all in January.
No, Tuesday and Thursday because I need Wednesday in the weekends for my podcast stuff. But Tuesday and Thursday, you can cut that shit off.
Yeah. But I went on to say, I said, okay.
But we can go live.
So if college is not my goal, imagine me telling another motherfucker that they're not smart enough because they're not a college graduate. I'm basing their worth off of something that I didn't even want for myself. That sounds like I'm just full of shit and looking for any reason to say something negative to him. Yeah. His response was, is sex the main priority for women when dating? Yes or no? That had shit to do with what I was
because that's all he could talk about. He can control the rhetoric of how you
he
answer
always
that.
does this. I said that isn't a yes or no question because it can be a priority for me and not for other women and vice versa. Just like if you're speaking and saying marriage isn't a man's goal, but I know several men who disagree. That's why I asked men who say these things to respond personally what were wrong with your own choices since you're the experts on choosing the right mate. But from there, it's just, I could be talking about apples and this nigga come talking about a fruit plate. It just,
I ain't never seen apples on a fucking fruit plate.
He just always goes.
It depends on who make it.
No, it don't.
Because I've seen apples on a charcuterie board.
If you go to the grocery store and ask them for a fruit platter, guess what fruit you not get?
It's a lot of melons on.
Fucking apples.
A lot of melons on those.
Apples are usually in a
tray by itself.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Now that
then,
on the other hand.
But then another guy came.
I ain't got no problem with dipping my apple in some
and
caramel.
he said, we do pick the right one when we're ready. I said, so is that like the men's version of I'm single by choice? And I never got a response to that.
I get that high too. That's why they won't say it. That's good, but that's what it is. If you gonna sit here and pick and complain about every single woman who may have even opted to show you, and that's another thing. Most of these niggas don't know women want them,
or just date each other at this point.
They don't.
Y'all have what each other need, so date each other.
But I don't
stay away from your group chat. That is nasty.
That is.
I don't understand.
It's not, but it is.
But I've said this.
No.
I don't understand men who are homophobes that have a problem with women because it's like y'all spend every single day on social media and every platform you can get your hands on telling women why no man wants them, why no man should want them, and why they are unworthy, and why they are unworthy of any man. But then you were mad.
First of all, do not ever use the word bang bro again, because that is one of my favorite companies.
But you have all of these reasons on why women are not dateable and why men shouldn't date them. But then you mad when they date and fuck each other. So you don't want men to want us, but you don't want men to want other men either.
Wait, what? Oh, about how everything.
No,
because we listening, but we wasn't listening.
That's because y'all kept talking over me, talking about Bang Brothers and shit. I said, if you spend every single day, day in and day out on social media and every platform that you can get your hands on, talking about how no men will want us, no man will date us, ain't no man gonna marry us, we're unworthy of any man ever doing anything of any value with us. We are basically worthless and useless to men. But then you are now mad at men who date other men because you are also a homophobe. How are you mad at men that don't want to date women when all you do is spend all your fucking time telling them why they shouldn't want us?
Okay.
So is that like free advertising?
I don't know what they.
I don't know what it is.
Because if I keep telling you not to date women, am I offering myself up at this point in time?
But no, because they mad at gay people.
But they're doing
Because
So,
everything's
so,
bad.
so they
So
don't.
It's not gay. It's just homies over hoes.
They don't want men
You
to
know
want
what?
women, but they
Talk
don't
about
want
that.
men to want men. So what the fuck do y'all want to happen here? And on that note, we are going to go ahead and wrap this show up because I know that Kayla has to get out of here.
Kayla could have been left.
I want to thank everyone for tuning into this week's
so bad.
episode, and I want to thank Kayla for ignoring her bedtime schedule and coming and chilling with us today.
Happy Indigenous Negro Day.
Whatever. I will.
Yeah, it is.
I'll write you tomorrow.
Okay, before we do leave, serious question. Breast cancer is still a thing, right?
Yes.
This is October, and I feel like I've seen nobody say nothing about saving tits.
I've been seeing. First of all, you haven't
Also domestic
you
violence
haven't paid
awareness
attention to
month.
Patrice's page because that's all she's been
I've
talking
seeing
about.
breast cancer stuff.
I've been seeing breast cancer stuff.
All
over the
Wine
place.
is saying is what happened when they used to show their titties on Twitter for
No,
breast cancer month.
Trust me, it's titty. Twitter is just porn. I'm talking about some real shit. Serious question.
Your algorithm is trash.
No, I'm just saying.
No one, your algorithm is
It's
trash.
the same way I feel about certain STDs. I feel like they don't
Just
exist.
post and say, "Show me the tatas."
No, I'm dead ass.
I
How
actually
many STDs that you used to hear about as a kid do you hear about now as an adult?
I heard about one today.
Everything
Right.
except for crabs.
And that's because everybody
Who
shaves
really
now.
still got syphilis outside of mall?
I
A lot
just
of
got
people
tested
do.
for syphilis.
So a lot of people.
I
That
have to do a
Syphilis,
full panel
gonorrhea.
workup. They do all blood workup.
Man, syphilis and
Getting tested
gonorrhea is
for it.
running rampant down at Marquette.
A lot of those tests, they'll
Do you
test
have
syphilis,
this intel?
gonorrhea,
I do
No, you
have.
know what,
I have.
trichomonas.
I told you this time when Teresa had to sub in at the Walgreens over there right by Marquette, and she said she spent the whole 8-hour shift filling syphilis and gonorrhea prescriptions.
Fuck.
Nastily.
I thought it was just a syphilis outbreak here not too long ago.
It might have been still that too,
Niggas don't get crabs, no. But that's because
Because-
everybody want to wax.
because women are shaving more now.
Everybody hairless.
I think
Bunch of hairless gerbils.
I think that is actually what brought on the craze of just fully removing hair.
Yeah, to bring crabs, to get rid of crabs.
So
If you ain't got no hair, you can't have crabs.
I don't think that it started as a fashion thing.
No,
I think that people was tired of getting crabs,
getting crabs.
and then it was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Or maybe somebody who had crabs took all their hair off, and to not look suspicious, they was like, oh, I'm trying something new.
No, I think niggas start cutting it to get rid of it.
Close the show out. Because trying something new is crazy.
I mean, you had to try something new if you went hairless down there, because you got to remember the time. The 70s, the bush wasn't hairy. They didn't
Yeah, I
want
knew,
it.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Milwaukee saw its highest syphilis
Yeah.
case total in 2 decades back in 2021.
Yeah,
That was just a couple of years ago.
Right.
I thought I remember hearing we had a big syphilis outbreak
because of
right after
Marquette.
COVID. Damn.
Yeah,
nigga, so
right
you
after
dodging
COVID
COVID
was
and
syphilis.
syphilis?
Because
you
they
know what? It probably was outbreak because everybody was inside.
everybody was
What y'all
inside.
doing?
So they
Y'all was supposed to be social distancing, not catching fucking syphilis.
Listen,
I was social
during the
dick-
pandemic, that was one of the best bodies.
like I was just like pandemic. You knew she was
Niggas
home.
was taking risks, okay?
She was home.
Well, recently, since 2022, cases of syphilis increased 19%
Damn. So it even went
from
up more.
2021 to
What is the
2022.
age?
So they went up even
Was there
more.
an age range? This must be the youngest.
It's the 20-year-olds.
Gotta be.
It's the high school kids.
Yeah, I believe that.
Well, it was a combination, including high school students that contracted HIV, syphilis, or both.
Damn.
Damn, you got
What's
both.
the age group? It says age. It just says high
It just
school?
said including some high school students.
Getting A's in high school.
No, getting AIDS and syphilis.
Yeah, because you know it's bad. It hit the city of Milwaukee website in all caps. Syphilis strikes Milwaukee. Damn you, Ma.
Don't put that on my man's
All
jacket
right.
like that.
Good night, everybody. I'd like to thank y'all for coming out.
Oh my God, affecting babies,
It's
teens.
been another great
Because you gotta have
episode of
teen
Hoecially
mamas
Awkward.
being born with who got syphilis
Hey, hey,
passing to their
wrap it up.
kids.
Wrap it up so we can walk.
Y'all wrap it up so y'all don't keep giving out syphilis. Shit.
And on that note, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Hoecially Awkward. Make sure you check us out on all streaming platforms. That's Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Make sure you go looking for the episode on every Tuesday is where the audio will be released.
At 10 a.m. And make sure you check out Conversations with Coco. And if
You
you're
coming
dumb
back this
about
week?
pussy, look up the episode about PCOS.
You coming back on
No, I
Friday?
don't know when conversation's coming back.
Come on back to TDR. He did bully me to take you back though. We had a nice little groove going on until he came back. With that being said, we out of here, people. Peace.